The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 12th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. You get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, earn up to $750 per month on your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. And we're brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, folks, it's Rex Burkhead. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Wednesday, February 12th. It's a fun day. Just sweated out the final game, which solidified a winning night. Had a rather large amount of money on a game. It's pretty intense down the stretch. We'll talk all about it. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, well, my name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price, but no one touches Dundee.
Woo! Talk about a roller coaster day. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Left, right, select start, AB, that contra fucking code way back in the day. YouTube.com/the college experience. Get on over there. Hit that like and subscribe. Tell a neighbor. I don't give a shit what you got to do. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it in your neighbor's mailbox. Whatever you got to do, spread the goddamn word. All right. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Ride and Rush Show, and make sure you check out the College Basketball Experience pregame show each and every day. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, aka Monalan Mac. How are you, brother?
Oh, what a game, man! What a couple games, I should say. Up and down. 500 night for me, not the best, but it was entertaining. I will say that.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. We're also joined by third man in the booth, the host of the College Baseball Experience.
He's happy.
And the man on the boards. He's very happy, but I actually will admit I did switch over to Peacock for that game. Give it up for the great Noah Bieniek. How are you?
For both games, because today, best day of the college basketball season for me, in my opinion. First off, it was a fire slate. Most of the games delivered. Michigan takes down Purdue, so I can shove it in all my neighbors' faces that were talking shit about the game that we had in West Lafayette earlier, where we were turning the ball over 8 times in the first 2 minutes of the game, and it was a complete no-show by Michigan. So that was tremendous. A great feeling there. Then the second game on Peacock. I mean, what happened over there in East Lansing? I don't know, but all of a sudden there's one team alone at the top of the Big Ten standings. And I don't even know if we've been playing our best ball.
And you want the guy canned. You want him out of here.
And I don't even know if we've been playing our best ball. And then we also had I also got a big time Florida win. A big time Florida win where it was kind of really I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but there was a big time injury and
all right, Lil Holtz
fucking ran it up on Mississippi State. All-time high. Ready for an all-time low.
But they're counting down 7-6-5.
Bieniek said a week ago after the other Purdue game, he goes, I don't even know if I care if Dusty walks.
He made it seem like, dude, he made it seem like he's the worst human being. Like he had fucking, just came into his house.
Though,
yeah,
that game was a great win in itself. But then 30 minutes later, you see your rival lose to a dumpster fire, and it's just like it just perks you up.
I don't know. I mean, this guy. I don't know if we can let you off the hook. We had you basically. It felt like Dusty May took your LeBaron out and fucked old Rebecca in the back seat and left the evidence for you to know. You were coming in bitter about the guy just because there's speculation that he might take this job.
I wasn't ever bitter. I was just already accepting still what could very well happen at the end of the year. We're just going to have fun for one season. And if he's still here,
why put your mind through that? Yeah, just ride it out, and then you can still win a national championship. Yeah.
We're gonna give you Juwan Howard back and remind you how it feels. So yeah. Hey, shots in chat. Chat's alive and well tonight.
Yes, sir.
One rule: if you're gonna talk all this shit, and we're gonna give you the platform to do the picks, and you have a losing night, and it's well documented. You can't not show up the next night. That needs to be a new rule going forward. Accountability, Colby. Accountability.
Oh, yeah. And I want someone to add this. I might get this tattooed on my back, actually, maybe when I go to Vegas or the beach next. I went 6-0 on the MAC today on all my picks.
Hey, nice. MAC specialist.
It's big. So you know me as a SoCon guy, a Big West specialist. All right, a SWAC specialist, and now the MAC.
Yeah.
All right, let's start off with the bang because I didn't bet this game. NC Nick bet this game. Ohio -4. That's why you check the picks page. Cash is against Bowling Green as they win by 5. I'll play the music for the family there. Let's go, NC Nick. Follow his picks. The guy knows a thing or two about hoops. Then how sharp?
I wish I had caught that game. I didn't catch much,
yeah.
Only a little bit. So, I mean, good win for the Bobcats over Bowling Green.
Yeah, NC Nick will be around soon. We've been chatting. It's on business trips, so we got to figure this out. But how sharp was this play? Western Michigan getting it done for us against the Zips. Are you concerned that Akron gave up 92 to Western Michigan?
I think most of the emotions in these weekday games for whatever reason. I mean, they are like 12-0.
Yeah.
I don't remember anybody ever starting the MAC like this.
I think you're right. I mean, you'd have to go back a ways. I would say that. Like I maybe I'm just full of shit, but I tend to think like some of those teams a while ago, like the Zerbiak Miami Ohio team might have or something like that. Gary Trent when he was at Ohio. But yeah, it's been a fucking minute. I feel like it's been a minute. Gary Trent, they called him the Shack of the MAC. I always loved that. Always loved that nickname. I can't believe we didn't bet this. You fucker. I wanted to bet Buffalo.
We should have bet Buffalo.
Shout out to Mike. The TCU Revolution is live. Giving us $100. Fucking hey, man. You're a hell of a nice guy. I was waiting on a day on a day like such to contribute to the GOAT show. Hey, appreciate you, man. From 5 to 16K. Next stop, the world. We'll open it up our own goddamn Starbucks.
He commented this earlier, probably 10 minutes ago. He said, love the bros and the community. Today was the best night I've had in 2025. Hit some singles, but wait, there's more. I hit a ridiculous 13-leg flyer parlay and 9-leg money lines, only one.
How
about that?
Mike is the man. Mike's been listening to us for a long time. Hell of a good guy. And appreciate the gesture, man. We're grateful, man. It's a two-way street, man. You guys come in the chat. Most of you are nice. A bunch of select 40 or 50. Make
We
fun of my
enjoy the
nephews.
negative ones too.
Yeah. And
crew.
yeah. And we're grateful for all of it because it's all energy. It's all, what are you doing? We'll be dead in 100 years. Enjoy fucking life. This show's supposed to be fun, whether you like it or not. Buffalo, though, I'm super pissed.
The Blue
I
Ball.
almost pulled the trigger, but I did pull the trigger on this one. I just want people to know that
because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
ECU 82, UAB 75, you fucking fire breathe the dragon bullshit. Come into Greenville any day. We'll beat your bum ass with Trent Dilfer. Whatever else you got, Birmingham, you filthy city. I got nothing against Birmingham, but it just sounds good when you're talking shit. Buddy, I'm telling you, this team is talented. This team is a dangerous fucking team for the tournament. Now, having said that, we could lose in the first round of fucking, Tulsa, but this is the most talented team that we've had in a long time. And it showed today, a 7-point win against UAB. Your thoughts? Lock battle win for Dundee.
You need to go into the tournament on like a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
You can't come in hot because if you're hot, everybody's going to ride you, and that's when you fade Schwartz. I was shocked that they came back. I mean, what were they down? 12 in the second half? This was a win against a contender. UAB was 1 game back of Memphis. I mean, the biggest winner of the night's Penny Hardaway. I mean, they kind of – do they play UAB again on the road?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think they do.
They had a very, very generous schedule in conference, and I. Don't
no. UAB does. It's
maybe it's North Texas that they don't go to the Super Pit.
Yeah. It's
they
North
dodged
Texas.
one of those top 2 teams.
UAB hosts Memphis on March 2nd.
How does the AAC do that? They know who the best teams are going to be. At least give Memphis some fucking games.
Yeah, they're trying to pad those stats, get 2 teams in.
They're trying to get Penny in there because they know he's going to choke in the conference tourney. Maybe ECU's that team that wins it.
I mean, I don't want to state that because this 30 years of shit, but
yeah,
I say when we're on, we can beat every fucking team in the AAC. But when we're off, we can lose to every team in the AAC. But I just the sheer talent is on a different level than ECU's had in a while. So maybe Shorts should be rewarded in that regard.
It won't go chalk, and it rarely ever goes chalk in this league. I mean, I guess when Houston was there, but I never felt like it was the 1 and 2 seeds. Maybe I just have Temple in the back of my mind last year going on that run.
Yeah, and shout out, we had some people. I think it was Dookie that went to the show. CJ Walker is a fucking stud, man. He might be the best player in the goddamn conference. 29 points tonight. What? Hold on. I want to just rattle off this motherfucker's game log because he is balling. Look at this. So 29 points tonight, 28 against UTSA, 23 against Rice, 33 against Temple. That's the past 5 games. We're coming into peak. We're coming into form. Not coming into peak. So we'll probably.
You don't want to peak until March.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way we win this, but I'm just saying, we could. We could.
You never.
Next up, bad bet. We bet Tennessee. I felt good about this bet too.
So did I.
So
under came through.
Fucking Kentucky, man. That was beyond impressive because Butler got hurt again. What's the status on him?
Damani just shared it in the chat. Hold on.
Because they can't have him missing. They're a different team with him. He gave him the energy I thought to start the game, and then they were able to the fucking freshman white kid.
Yeah,
3 threes. I was like, oh
Ziegler had a couple bad turnovers too.
Yeah, that was I'm kind of surprised Tennessee lost that game. But hey, credit to Kentucky. Mark Pope sweeps Barnes here in his inaugural year. That kind of is a tough matchup for the old Vols because
for
Kentucky could shoot it.
for as many good plays, and as a good player, Ziegler has many of them. For as many as there are a handful of clunkers every game that are just like, oh man, like his mistakes are in big moments. It feels like a lot.
Yeah.
But Damani's saying that it's labrum for
Lamont
Butler there, and I mean, someone that had fucking shoulder issues playing hockey. I can imagine when you raise your arms to shoot, it doesn't feel that great.
We double locked Cincinnati, and it came through for us against the Utes as they won by 10.
Win. We're slowly getting back into it.
We also double locked Eastern Michigan. There's some awful officiating down the stretch of this game. If you're an Eastern Michigan fan, I'm sure you want to vomit. We got the cover. Oh my God, dude. I felt like some of the worst, maybe the worst ref game of the day right here. I'm going to go ahead and say it was. We hit on both of those. Stayed away from Syracuse, Miami, because hopefully every human being did. Miami won by 7 against the Qs. How bad is fucking Syracuse?
That's a fireable offense.
Dude, is there any value in taking Miami in the ACC conference tournament just because of their roster?
Well, no, they're not going to make it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're not even going to make it.
Yeah, because they have.
I think they're cutting the last 2 teams, the final 2.
Yeah, they're 2-11. They ain't gonna
16 team tournament, I believe.
Shout out to Craig Blanton giving us $10. Cashed a plus 850 parlay there. There we
85 to 1, Colby.
Oh, I can't read.
Oh my God, NC State is 2-10 in the ACC.
Oh yeah, buddy.
I knew they were bad. I didn't realize they were 2-10. How many fucking games did they start?
The best thing that could happen to an ECU fan was that run by Kevin Keith. They were about to fire him. Now they're stuck with. They probably gave him a lifetime contract after that Final Four. Oh
my God.
We lost on Vanderbilt. This game, it's not a good idea to start down the game down 15-0. But even with that, Vanderbilt came all the way back.
Took the lead.
I know. But down the stretch, Auburn was too much. 80-68. We ate shit here.
I kind of walked away with both teams. Like Vanderbilt, yeah, they didn't.
Vandy needs to get one of these if they're going to go.
I think Vandy's on the right side
right now, but I'm just saying, like, they're gonna have to get one. Like, if you pull up their schedule, we've talked about this. I feel like
they have Kentucky and Tennessee already on the resume. I think that's.
I know, but to me, like, they're gonna have to win one of those home games against Ole Miss, Missouri, or Arkansas. 2 of them probably, and not fuck up to Georgia maybe.
I mean, this was by far their toughest game. Auburn off a loss, tough spot. But I mean, they came back, took the lead. Auburn's just so damn good.
Yeah. Last night, kind of unreleased the valve on the totals because the chat wanted me to give them some more volume. 2-2 day. This one definitely hurt when Vandy didn't want to play offense for the first couple of minutes of the game because had the over and it missed by 6, I think 6 points there. So, yeah.
They want more.
There was 2 awful beats for me. I'm not sure which one's worse. I'm going to let you judge because I think we're on both. Loyola Chicago beats Richmond in overtime, 87-80. Of course, we were getting 4.5 or 5. I forget the fucking exact number with Richmond, but we lost. Richmond needs to be investigated because this is like the 40th time they've been in position to cover a game and don't do it.
Why can't they just get blown out like the VCU game? They other than the VCU game, they never get blown out. They just don't cover by a hook. It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Kent State covered for me against Central Michigan. I know you ate shit on that one. I didn't bet it. I'm just saying. Point. Yeah. Then we had a battle here. Travis Lexington Steele.
That was a hell.
92, Toledo 80. Miami, Ohio gets that first win in, I don't know, 1,000 fucking million bajillion days. My lock battle's doing all right tonight.
Hilarious random streak there. They had won 22 in a row in the MAC.
Did you watch this game?
Oh, yeah. Fun game.
Cam Kraft.
Yeah.
Cam Kraft.
They punch him in the mouth. What's Miami of Ohio's record?
40 fucking points. 40 points tonight in 40 minutes. What did he play? How many minutes?
Hey Noah, remember when in
27 minutes?
Remember after I interviewed Steele and I go, I think Miami of Ohio is actually going to be pretty good next year.
You told me, and I thought you were crazy.
19-5, 10-1 in the MAC.
Yeah, when you had told me that, because you were talking to me every once in a while after the interviews, and you were like, "That guy's pretty good." That I like that conversation with this guy, and you were always kind of relatively positive on the team after the interview, right? And it's just kind of the way it goes. And when you said it about Travis Steele in Miami, Ohio, I was like, this guy might be getting a little too drunk with all these coach
25 games.
That one's really good.
Shout out to the great Rob Donaldson, who was on a national radio show the other day, and he actually said Travis Lexington Steele. I don't know that there's an accent there. That's his name, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for passing that forward to the world. They need to know about that.
Yeah. Just like I think Colby coined the buzzsaw. There's been plenty of other ones, right?
Yeah, I mean we have a bunch, but
just that one.
The Flaming Libs next time, Rob. Mention that one.
That'll break some people's brains.
Yeah, that's my favorite one personally. But we bet West Virginia.
Oh my God.
We bet West Virginia. You let the fucking Mormons come into Morgantown.
They got us.
I mean, I'm let down a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, they gave this game away. Had the ball, up one. Small turned it over, fouled him in the open floor, missed a shot, and fucking gave that one away. That's not a good loss. I know BYU's good from a computer metric standpoint, but you got to beat BYU at home.
Yeah, I'm with you. Good thing I didn't touch this Purdue game because I would have taken. I mean, I guess I picked Purdue on the sheet, but I didn't bet this game. But you guys bet Michigan, and whew.
Got it by the hook.
I mean, how much of this game did you guys actually have the lead, Bieniek?
I wasn't on this one. I didn't play it.
Okay.
But I do know that there were some people that got burned by some missed free throws at the end here by Danny Wolf. He was at the line for 2, missed both, and then Purdue had a shot to win it at the end of the game.
It wasn't Purdue up like almost 95% of this game. So, I had this on.
I've been saying it for the entire year. Michigan's a really streaky team. So we had, I think, 2 different runs of 12 or 13 unanswered points.
In the first half.
Both halves. To end the second half, I think it was 12-3 run. Just they're a really streaky team is kind of my analysis on them. Today, though, like it was an all around. I tweeted it out. Vlad, Wolf, Trey, those are your 3, but the support pieces really stepped up. And Reuben Jones was a guy that I was really high on because he was a Northwestern, or not Northwestern. He was the North Texas point guard, and Dusty and FAU playing against him 2 straight seasons. I was like, okay, Dusty sees something in this kid. That was the first guy he grabbed in the transfer portal, and he's been all right. He's been battling some injury, but today he had a couple of really good winning basketball plays. That's how I can describe it. So him and Roddy Gale had a good game today, and it was good stuff.
Great win. It's a fucking big time win there. Big time win for Blue.
11-2 in the Big Ten, first place, and they're at Ohio State this weekend. So it's
I know. I know.
Fucking hilarious. We ate shit on
the
Mississippi
spots
State.
Right themselves, right?
Oh yeah.
We ate shit on Mississippi State.
No, I had Florida.
Oh yeah. Well, Bieniek, was I solo? We battled. Nice battle win then. Sorry, I'll play your music. I ate shit on Mississippi State. Bieniek, did you go with me or no?
No, I jumped in and said I don't like the spot, and I didn't play anything here. But if you had a gun to my head, I would have taken Mississippi State on the side.
Florida looked good. Florida looked good tonight, man. I was texting you guys. I was like, God damn, Chris Jans. Chris Jans, for whatever reason, this team just doesn't represent him. They every big game they suck, and they give up. They're just not a Jans team to me. They give up their defense is too shitty. There's too many open guys.
Mississippi State's been a roller coaster this year because there were times where we were like, they've got the best offense Jans has ever had if they can just play that defense. And
it's by far the worst defense he's had. It's like not even close. They and that's why they struggle to win these big games because they're good. They're better offensively. They're still not Alabama, Auburn, Florida.
Mississippi State is the inverse of Wake Forest. Wake Forest usually has really good offenses, no defense. This year they have a good defense, and the offense has been struggling. Mississippi State's the exact offense, really good defense, and the offense struggles. Well, this year they have a really good offense, and the defense isn't as good.
The Gators lost Alex Condon.
Yeah, it's a big loss. Game. I do like.
I think it's a sprained ankle.
Yeah, dodged like a major injury, but I've been saying it the entire year. The front court has depth. They're kind of like Condon was the biggest name, but in the same way, it's nameless and faceless. They just kind of there's a good rotation there of 3 or 4 guys that they're able to give minutes to, and they're really just they get scrappy. They're really good rebounders. So, and with those 3 guards, even Elijah Martin didn't even play today, and you ran it up on Mississippi State. They started the second half 17-0 run.
Yeah, I mean they were impressive.
So
they were impressive. I watched that whole game. UCF also was a dud for us. So, I mean, what it was like a 1 or 2 point game at halftime. Thought it was a good play. I know Jeff Sharp in there. Rode Iowa State. Shout out to Jeff.
He's an Iowa State guy. Cyclones are good.
I know I mentioned Richmond, but this was the worst beat of the night. Illinois had a 13-point lead with 3 minutes left.
Oh my God.
We're laying 5.5. They only win by 5.
Ridiculous, man.
Oh my God, that was brutal. I mean, Mick Cronin went to a press, and Illinois looked like who was it? Was it ECU? Who was that the other day? Long Island. It was Long Island. That's what's hilarious about college hoops. It's like, man, it doesn't matter if it's the NEC or the Big Ten. The right press will fuck you up at the right time. I mean, dude, I needed
16 with 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah. 13 at the 3-minute mark. 13 at the 3-minute mark.
Ugh.
This makes you want to vomit. This makes you want to vomit. I mean,
investigate.
We did cash SEMO, and I cashed SEMO on the fucking money line. Thanks to you, actually. You helped sway me into this one. 57-45. Little Rock only scored 45 at home against SEMO.
First place game?
Good God. Disgusting. What's up, Enoch?
Same
I don't
old.
know. Just I don't know. Was looking for a little bit more of that game. I did forget to mention something in the Michigan conversation that I wanted to bring up to you guys.
That's why.
So
he's like, Little Rock, SEMO.
Yeah, it's Little Rock.
I was excited about.
Darryl Walker played for the Pistons. Game. Pistons, not far from Ann Arbor, and Michigan. They're a great fucking team.
Well, if you wanted to talk about Pistons, they were up 74-29 on Chicago.
Dude, no bullshit. I'm doing the sports grid. Shout out to my guy Dave Sherapan, and where it's commercial break, and he's like, "Man, you can in-game bet the Chicago Bulls plus 38.5," and I'm like, 38.5?
That covered?
No, it didn't, because I took it.
Oh,
they lost by 40. They lost by fucking 40. Dude, I'm sitting there. I haven't watched an NBA game in like 7 years. And I'm sitting there like, okay, 38.5. I'm in. Let's fucking go. And it still didn't hit. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
That's insane.
It was like, what year were the Pistons 0-19?
Yeah.
Oh, it was like last year.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
Well, when did they end up winning their first game?
Well, they had won like 2 in the first 3 weeks or something like that, and then they went on a 19-game.
Yeah. I took them like randomly. They were playing the Celtics, and they were getting like 27.5. I go, oh come on!
I remember you doing this last year. It was the Detroit Pistons and Detroit Mercy were on like 20-game losing streaks at one point last year.
I think I parlayed them both that night and got annihilated.
Yeah, I'm with Dookie. Fuck the NBA. And I still, after I bet that, I didn't turn that shit on. I just score monitored it on my phone. And I was like, this fucking shit, man. 38.5 in pro. Like, there's only 28 teams. There's not 360 some, right? Or 30 teams, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know.
That sucks so bad.
I wrote an article on SGP like 5 years ago about how the NBA should go down to 14 teams. It would be an awesome league then. If you went down to 14 teams, it would be a very good league.
Man, you really were bored in COVID. You're writing an NBA article about the structure.
Well, I thought like, why does the league suck so much? Right. And I was like, you know what? It was COVID.
I think it's a good take.
Yeah.
The teams would be like better. There wouldn't be many.
Well, honestly, like, what's the point of the Orlando Magic? Delete them. The NBA doesn't want them to be good.
The Magic are actually not bad, dude.
What's the point of the Minnesota Timberwolves? Delete them. No, they could be good for 1 year, but they're not going to delete them. Utah Jazz.
Magic's got Franz Wagner and Paulo Banchero right now, and Jalen Suggs.
Dude, they had Shaq and Penny, and they didn't fucking win. All right, they had everybody. They've had everybody. Delete them. They're a small market team. Delete them. I'm serious. I delete half the fucking NBA teams, and then your lineups will all be like your 12-man rotation or your whatever you have. Your whole team will be fucking decent, and then it might be worth watching. Instead, I got to turn on and watch fucking just trash ass players that you're just like, this guy's in the NBA. Fuck, man. And I understand there's that YouTube with Scalabrini, that 101. That was one of my favorite. Remember that shit when he challenged? Have you guys ever seen that?
Yes.
Scalabrini, they were talking shit to him, and then he like does like he was on the Celtics, and he was just like or the Celtics, I think. Yeah, and I understand. I mean, I'm a guy that lost a men's league basketball game by 96 points to a guy from Iowa State who scored about 74. But still, sometimes you're like, I don't even understand the NBA. Like, how the fuck is that guy in the league? And like some guy we watched in college that averaged like 35 a game, not in the league.
Yeah.
So. Delete half the fucking league. I got it all planned out. Dial 1-800-PICK Dundee and then press NBA. All right. For my you're not going to get any bets on that. That's just my theory on what the NBA should do. Fire Adam Silver too.
Oh, he's got that pencil.
Yeah.
That's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Fire Adam Silver too. He's fucking terrible.
Fuck.
But anyway.
I do want to ask you the question though about Michigan, if we can bounce back to there, unless Colby wants to.
Look, this guy
again.
He's like Adam Silver. Adam Silver. He stayed at the Hyatt in Detroit once. Detroit's only an hour drive from Ann Arbor. What's up, buddy?
So Michigan's won 5 straight, all 2 possession games, really tight. All of them they had double-digit leads in. And it got really tight at the end. And they're 8-3 in 2-score games this season. Especially these 5 games, they were all fucking ass clenchers at the end. Like trailing against Indiana, Purdue, and it might have been Oregon too. Do you think there's a little luck or could be regression in that? Because I don't know, I kind of think so too, that there would be.
I think ultimately it will bite them in the ass that they don't have a true point guard. It will in the games.
I don't know about that. Trey's all right.
I do love that. I do love the creativity that Dusty's done with the 4-5 pick and roll that everybody loves with Danny Wolf and flopping Vlad Golden. I mean, I think Dusty's done a great job. I think he's validated and put to rest some of the things that are.
I was a skeptic.
Yeah.
I was a skeptic.
Yeah, he's put those to rest with this coaching job. And, I heard somebody say this, I forget who it was. I think dealing with those FAU egos last year kind of helped him prepare for this a little bit. Because they had expectations last year. They didn't really meet expectations to a certain degree. He still got back to the dance. I mean, It still was FAU in the end. I think we forgot that he was the coach at FAU. We treated him like he was the head coach of fucking Memphis. It was still FAU. I think he's a really good coach.
Yeah. Trey Donaldson's all right. He's maybe the main catalyst along with Danny Wolf of why they're very streaky. He's just not consistent. But yeah, Dusty May and Todd Golden, National Coach of the Year, split it.
There we go. Look at this guy. He's Freddie. He's doing fucking somersaults over there. I guarantee he's doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
Fucking dad's saying, Noah, don't be doing that shit past 10 o'clock.
The National Coach of the Year should be in Fairfax, Virginia, Colby.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about that.
Hell of a job too.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. Folks, I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by, us. Yeah, we're a part of SGPN. And, football is over. But, gentlemen, start your engines because NASCAR is back. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona to sign up today for their free Daytona 500 contest to be entered to win $100 cold hard cash and a $100 SGPN gift card, plus some random prize, some bonus prizes. You might get, I don't know. You might get Noah Bieniek's LeBaron. All right. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona to sign up today. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Yes, SGPN's partnered up with Edge Boost, the premier Visa debit card for bettors. An Edge Boost card allows you to avoid the hassle of having your card denied at the sportsbook, DFS site, sweepstakes site, racetrack, or casino. We've all been there. You know what I mean? You're just get a few cocktails in you. You go to use the old card. You realize, oh shit,
overdraft.
Yeah, I can't. It's denying me. Been there a million times. Hopefully I'm not there a million more, but appreciate your donation. Plus, you can earn up to $750 per month in cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And your money's safe as the card is FDIC insured. The best part is no credit checks and it's completely free. I mean, no credit checks. You won me over right there. All right. Sign up today and use the promo code SGPN so you get better cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet promo code SGPN. That's edgeboost.bet promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every sport. Plus, there's props for every game. The live dealer casino is a bundle of fun. Look, at MyBookie accepts customers from from a ton of different locations, even outside of the States. You can easily deposit, and they got lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. I'm sorry, TCE SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus, they're going to give you a little $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCE SGPN. Hop on over there and let it ride. I was remembering this time. I don't know what made me think of that. Maybe just the cards denying. One time there's another comedian I know from New Jersey named Stretch. And somehow or another, this is like 15 years ago, but we had some type of like tax hookup in the comedy world. And they lived in Beverly Hills or it was a shop in Beverly Hills. We can't afford anything in fucking Beverly Hills. I mean, I was fucking bartending at like a fucking sports bar or some shit. You know what I mean? But all these comedians I knew were going there. They're like, oh, she'll hook you up. I go there randomly. I run into Stretch and I'm like, hey, what the fuck are you doing here, man? Good to see you. And then he goes to his agent. I go to mine, all under the same roof. You can kind of hear the conversations. And the woman doing mine, she goes through the paperwork, right? And then these people are fucking idiots. I mean, they're hooking me up, so I guess I'm not going to complain. But they go in the other room to like make a copy or print out the return. And the woman's talking shit about. She's like, this guy made 17 grand last year, right? It's like, how does he even live? And I can hear it. I can fucking hear it. And then the best part is the guy,
bitch.
the guy she's talking to is like, yeah. And this guy is, believe it or not, 15K, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I can't wait to see fucking Stretch when I get out of here, because he's got to be hearing the same fucking conversation I'm having. And of course, right when I do leave, I see him. Actually, no, I think I saw him at a comedy club. And then I'm like, dude, tell me you heard them bragging on our fucking yearly income, just calling us like piles of shit. Like, this guy, I don't even know how he fucking has a roof over his head. He makes 17K a year. Right. Anyway, yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Classic. It just made me think of my card declining, and I was like, that's probably one of the more embarrassing moments I've had. Was just the only thing that was great was that the guy answered back with Stretch's income, which somehow was lower than mine. Right. but I was. It was just a. You know, you got to have these embarrassing moments in life.
Your story is much funnier than mine, but our first Vegas trip 2 years ago, my card wasn't lifted off of the bank didn't know I was doing a vacation. Remember? So like, it thought I was in Michigan. It thought it was card fraud in Vegas when I tried to take out $500, and I couldn't place any bets until like 10 minutes before tip.
Yeah, no, that's the worst. That happened to me once too when I went cross country. And they're like, we did this for your. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What is someone? You're really worried about someone's going to take my $2,000?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Todd's asking you, Colby, are you capping the UFL this year?
Todd, so here's the deal. The UFL Gambling Podcast, CJ Sullivan and J Mark are on the show with me. If you haven't checked out the show. I don't really want to do it, but I'm going to, I think, because I don't want to let those guys down. But I hate the fucking league, to tell you the truth. Like, I'm going to do it, but I find that to be the most gimmicky league. Like, I've never watched a whole season of football where I thought the best team lost 80% of the time. You know what I mean? Like, they with their fucking 12-point plays and shit.
It's fucking weird.
It reminds me of like is it slam ball? What was that one? Like the MTV used to do like a basketball game where you could shoot like threes for like 10 points.
Oh, I don't know if slam ball did that, but slam ball was like the trampoline basketball.
Yeah, maybe so. No, but there was like some MTV game where you could score like 10 points, shoot from fucking 40 feet out. I feel like that, you know, I'm still going to do it though. UFL Gambling Podcast. I wrote those guys. I was like, guys, I really don't want to do the fucking show. You guys sure you want to do this? And they're like, please do this. Let's do this. And I was like, fuck, man. All right. But expect a high level of shit talking about the league, because I mean, they traded their fucking star quarterback or like for a linebacker. So the whole
one tackle.
Yeah. I shit you not. So they had their champion. Each year it's been shady. There's been trades where you're just like, this is the problem with the league owning every team. They've traded a guy. So 2 years ago was Luis Perez. That was, so we're watching like the Arlington team and they have no quarterback. They're fucking horrible. And they end up going like late season. They get Luis Perez, who's like a good quarterback from Vegas. You're like, hey, this guy's good. What's the trade? Oh, for a linebacker with one tackle. What? The league approved it. Oh, and then they win the championship. Go surprise. And they've done this a few times. It's a fucking terrible league. But if you want, I do find that show highly entertaining. CJ's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So check out the UFL Gambling Podcast.
J Mark's like me. Know it all.
Yeah.
He's got spreadsheets on spreadsheets.
I'll be honest though. I did DM them saying, guys, or I did text them saying, guys, I don't think I want to do the show. You guys should do the show. And they're like, no, we're not. The show's not going to go without you. And I'm like, God damn it. You're holding me hostage. You're fucking holding me hostage to talk spring league. All right. I like the USFL a lot more. I thought the USFL was way better. Anyway, where the fuck are we at? Indiana State, Northern Iowa. Didn't bet this, but picked it correctly. I know. Did you bet this?
Yeah, I took Indiana State. The shit got away from them late. Good win, Northern Iowa.
Yeah. And then we called this one. We called it on the goddamn money line. Kansas State. These Wildcats. 73-70.
Wildcats.
All right.
What a run.
Dude.
What a run that they're on.
Where Bieniek, what are they currently sitting at, like net ranking?
They're still on the outside looking in, and I won't know the updated until tomorrow morning when the net updates itself. But coming into today, they were in like the 60s.
I think they were 73 is what I saw.
Wow. I mean, they're kind of a
73,
fascinating
right.
story right now. So who's next for them?
At BYU. I mean, if they went in Provo after beating Kansas and Arizona, they just want to
if they win that, it kind of opens up for them. Then at Utah, home to Arizona State, UCF, Colorado, like it opens up for them if they can go into Provo.
Yep.
And get that dub.
Yeah. And you also got Provo on like the impossible travel trip from Morgantown to Provo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the late win. Yeah, I mean, like you said, man, this K-State story is a fun story. They were 7-11, 1-6 in league play 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You blink now, they're 13-11, 7-6. They beat Iowa State on the road in Ames. They beat Kansas, and now they beat Arizona. I mean, who wants to play them right now?
Nobody.
Yeah.
They've rattled off 4 straight quad 1 wins. That road win at Arizona State is quad 1 for right now. The 2 Q3 losses, the LSU and Wichita State ones, are the ankle weights right now on the resume. Otherwise, they would be in. But they've got to do a little bit more damage in that quality wins section to outweigh the 2 bad losses, because I think there are a couple other resumes here on the bubble that are better than Kansas State if you put them together in like a blind resume.
Yeah, they're a fascinating team to watch right now. I don't know about that game in Provo though. What do you think that line will be?
BYU is 5.5.
Maybe we will take K-State.
We'll take K-State. They've covered 9 in a row. I'm just going to keep riding them right now, man. They've been a dog in, I think, every game but 1, maybe 2.
Yeah. Matola, what's up, buddy?
One.
I'm joking, Matola. Shout out to Willie. He wants to know where the Wildcat song is from. It's ironically not from a movie or the movie Wildcats. It is from like a 1980s Arizona Wildcats hype video with like Steve Kerr and Tom Tolbert. That's how I found it. And then I just play it for everything Wildcats unfairly. I'm sure Matola, it pisses Matola off. Something wild there. We double lock Murray State against.
Probably thinking that he enjoys it. He's like, that's Arizona's, but he's playing it for Bethune-Cookman or some shit.
Yeah. Maybe. Double lock on Murray State as they take down UIC by 10. All right, you need to explain this to me. Okay. So, I normally like my routine, like, there's a part where like my wife will text me. Normally I do a couple TV spots and then my wife will text me that it's time to like go, help put my son to sleep, as far as like, you come in there, you read a fucking book, you're hanging out, you're talking, you change him into his pajamas and everything.
Colby, I think while you're telling this story, you got to talk about you building. What?
Yeah. I built a fucking dinosaur bookshelf and it's all fucked up. I got like, it's like 95% done and I can't figure this thing out. So haven't picked Dundee. Dead sober too. That's probably the problem. I should try it again when I'm fucked up. Did a dinosaur bookshelf and it didn't work, and it was a stressful time. Put it like this. My wife's like, no, you got to put it there. Like, no, you don't. You got to fucking put it here. So are you yelling, man? No, I'm not fucking yelling at you. Right? I'm just trying to fix this fucking T-Rex. It's terrible. These bookshelves these days.
Hilarious.
I think I should have just started with some like just gone to Home Depot and bought some fucking 2x4s and I could have just done a better job. But what was I talking about? Oh no. So I'm putting my son is put the pajamas on him and read the fucking book, all that good stuff. Talk to him. So I missed like 15, 20 minutes of action. So when I left, George Mason had like a 6-point lead with like a minute left. Regulation, not overtime. How the fuck did this game get to overtime?
Dude, they scored like 7 points in 30 seconds.
That's the second game St. Louis has done this.
I know. I couldn't believe they got it to overtime. And then I'm like, oh, Mason's fucked. No, Mason was the better team. Mason deserved to win that game. That is another hell of a win by Mason.
Yeah. I was baffled when I came back. I was like, how is this game still on? It's like Reggie Miller shit happened because it just didn't make any sense.
They got a turnover. They hit a 3. It was crazy. It was crazy.
I had a feeling that Mason was, I still picked, I think you bet,
I bet St. Louis. They've been great at home.
Did you cover this?
No, it was 1.5.
Oh, okay. I stayed away. The biggest disappointment is fucking Marquette. Bomb ass team.
Oh,
fucking bomb ass team. Up by 2 at halftime to DePaul. What were we thinking, lane 18 or whatever the fucking number was with Marquette? Yeah, bomb ass team. What
was the largest lead? Did they get it to like 14? Of course, they got it to 16 with 5 minutes and then they didn't cover.
Colorado also hung tough with Kansas. Kansas isn't very good this year. Sorry, Weehawk.
They were asleep. They almost covered too, those bastards.
Yeah.
They were asleep at the fucking wheel again tonight.
And then remember we took Georgia and Georgia had like a 9-point halftime lead.
What the fuck was this game? This game was bullshit.
Oh my God. How do you do this, Mike White? How do you do this?
Yeah, they're not going to the tournament.
Blue Kane also, I had him on my underdog fantasy and he fucked up my underdog. He scored 17 points. I thought he was going to get shut down, locked down by that Aggie defense. Didn't happen. But we bounced back with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Roll Tide. Double lock. Roll Tide. 103 to 80 against Texas. Is Texas going to make the NCAA tournament?
I think they're going to back their way in it. They got a couple decent wins, but I don't think they're good. When I watch them, I'm not impressed. They don't run anything offensively. How good's Alabama some nights? They just explode on you.
Put it on them. Just fucking put it on them. Just kept coming at them the whole fucking game. Watch the whole game.
Who's the best out of those three? Auburn, Alabama, and Florida.
I think Florida, but here's the thing about Bama. I want to see it again in the NCAA tournament. They had a kind of a smooth path to the Final Four. The Paul Westhead shit, I just don't know if it works. I don't know if it fully works. Now, they still look fucking amazing. This looks like the best one yet to me, the best team yet.
Yeah, because they're best defensively, I think.
Yeah, to Colby's point, last year to get to the Final Four, it was a 13, a 12, a 1, and then a 6 seed in the Elite 8. So,
no, we even noted it. I feel like on Selection Sunday, we're like, man, if Bama gets past this team, they have an easy
the first
ride.
one was tricky for them. Yeah, it was Charleston, right? So a lot of people were taking Charleston, but
the Carolina win was the big win.
So who do you have? Who do you have as number one out of those three?
I still think it's Auburn. I know they lost to Florida straight up, but I think that they've been the best team. I'd probably go Auburn, Florida, Alabama.
I think it's Auburn. Then Alabama, Florida still a toss-up. I don't think they've played yet this season either. That's coming the final week. One matchup, the final week.
Do we get two matchups of the Iron Bowl?
Yep.
So
they play back to back.
Game day. Game day is on Saturday.
Bama plays Florida March 5th, and then they will finish off with Auburn March 8th. Bang! Oh, Tennessee too, March 1st.
Dude, I was thinking about this. I don't know. I think like weird sometimes, but I was like, sometimes I think about states, the whole entire state, and how they're like the state is the basketball and football programs.
Yeah, I do too.
And I was like, man, fucking Alabama. This is pre ECU whooping UAB's ass, but I was like, Alabama's got Auburn, Alabama, UAB, Troy, Jacksonville State, South Alabama, and Samford.
Yeah,
North Alabama.
And Alabama
North
State
Bama.
could win the SWAC.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a stretch, but yeah.
I mean, I think they're in the mix. I think they're in the mix. That's all I'll say. I don't think they're at the top, but I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah, it's a solid state for basketball right now.
I never in my life has the state of Alabama been this good at basketball. Not even close. So
They
pretty
got
fast.
number 1 and number 2 on Saturday.
Yeah, unbelievable. Shout out to the great state of Alabama.
What is that? Like 4 different conference leaders, or they're in second place in the conference there?
Yeah, it's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
What happened over there? Something happened. They had a meeting. Something happened. Let's talk about the elephant in the room for you, Mac. I mean, we both lost this game, but I'm sure you were getting hate when I signed in early. UConn 70, Creighton 66.
Fucking Creighton gave this game away.
How the fuck did Creighton and I mean, shout out to UConn. It's a great road win.
Great win.
Great road win. But I mean, I had Creighton. I don't understand McNeely, by the way. Peter McNeely's son. Just fucking
unreal.
Just dominating.
I mean, that's UConn's formula to win one of these games. One of those guys has just got to make a shitload of threes, make every shot. It was Solomon Ball at Marquette. It was McNeely tonight. I don't get Marquette, man. They got UConn in the bonus 15 minutes into the second half, or 15 minutes left, and they don't throw the ball to Kalkbrenner. The whole UConn team was fouled out. I mean, they had Caravan guarding Kalkbrenner, and for whatever reason, they just kept shooting threes. So they split the regular season. I still think UConn's the 4th best team in the league. I'm not changing that. I'll go St. John's, Creighton, Marquette, and UConn.
Don't forget
how that order has changed in the last 2 weeks. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, this makes the game tomorrow so huge, by the way. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, great win for UConn. Rick Pitino still will fuck you up. He'll face fuck you. Yeah. All right.
The standings are still the same, Noah.
Yeah.
I mean, St. John's, Creighton, Marquette, UConn.
Kalkbrenner was sick, apparently. God damn it. This guy is always injured, man.
Fucking Hurley gave him the shit. Did you see Hurley after the game?
I know, dude. Someone tagged me that, and they're like, is he the most annoying person in sports right now? And I was like, I think he might be right. I think he's approaching it.
Good for the sport, though.
It is. We've gone on this. Like, it's like me hating Steve Spurrier in the 90s or Bobby Bowden. Like, they were such dickheads that I was like, once they left, I was like, man, we don't really have any villains. You need these villains. It's great for the sport. But I mean, do you fucking hate them while you're riding it out? Yes. You're like, God, I would love it if someone punched him in the face. But
and then UConn fans are like, he's a victim. It's like they seek him out. Really? They seek him out? He's going like this to the fucking fans. Bye-bye, go home. Like what other coach does that shit? Or what other coach does that?
He's honestly Ric Flair, dude. He's fucking Ric Flair. And I shouldn't hate it. It's just at least Ric Flair had like the fucking blonde hair and the fucking, like it's not as good. It's not as good, but I can respect it at least.
I think it's funny. It's just like it just cracks me up that UConn fans are like, you guys seek him out. No, he brings everything that comes his way upon himself. He sets it up.
Yeah.
He ran after the ref last week or 2 weeks ago and said, "I'm the best fucking coach in the sport. Turn around." Who does that? Nobody fucking gets that.
I mean, think about how arrogant that fucking statement is.
It's hilarious. I respect his confidence. I think it's hilarious, and he is good for the game. But no, he's not the best coach in the game. He's a great coach, not the best.
Shout out to Cody Frazier. Have a good night, brother. I know you got twins. You're sleeping at all weird hours. Make sure you take your vitamin C pills, bro. All right. The sunlight's missing you. All right. Yeah, dude, I'm so fucking bitter. So, I don't want to blast my buddy, but, my guy, Deshaun Tate, I'm going to have to blast you, Deshaun. He texts me. He's a big Sparty fan. He announces some of the ACC games. He's done Tate's take. He's a huge Sparty fan, man. So he texts me. He's like, load up on Michigan State. Load up. The second he did that, I mean, I'd already bet Indiana. With the points, but I was like, I considered taking Indiana money line because I'm like, damn, he's super fucking confident, right? And he's like, Indiana is just dead in the water. And I feel like everyone was like that. I was on the grid talking, and some others were on that. But Deshaun, I'm sorry to blast you, bro, but the fucking Hoosiers, Mike Woodson, he ain't dead yet. Indiana 71, Michigan State 67. We talked a lot of shit about Mike Woodson. We talk a lot of shit that I would never say to his face. He's like 6'6". Remember when he played for the Rockets? Indiana's a strange team because they're super talented, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
Want a hot take? Indiana could win the Big Ten tournament. If they play that 2-3 zone and they Syracuse it up in 4 games in 4 nights, and they make some shots from the perimeter, they put Ballo's lazy big ass right in the middle, just fucking protect the rim. He can rebound. They got Reno and Mwaku, or however the fuck you pronounce it, on the wings. They got big guards. Like they should just play 2-3 zone. They can't guard anybody man to man, and they got enough talent. I mean that's. And they don't have to play in Assembly Hall where they get booed in the tournament.
It's just crazy that it's taken them a year and a half, because last year they had the same issue with no guards. They were all bigs.
Yes.
Like, it's a great point by you. Like,
they're huge.
That's a huge win too.
I mentioned to you this before the show. Do you think he got pretty much canned, and then an assistant came up with this idea to Woodson? Is like, I think we should do this, and Woodson's like,
I also think
I
there's something to like no pressure. Like the outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Woodson's a millionaire. He's a fucking NBA vet for like 10 or 15 years, whatever it was.
He still wears his baggy ass suits from the 80s.
Look, we talk a lot of shit about Mike Woodson as a coach in college basketball, but the dude was very successful in life. So like, he shouldn't feel any fucking, he should be playing with house money, saying, yeah, let's try something different. This shit ain't working. Whatever. I'm out of here at the end of the
Rob saying Woodson's going to pull a Dan Munson.
Yeah. Pure Ruckus is cracking me up. He's quoting the show from a few days ago. Shout out to Pure Ruckus TV.
Hey, real quick. Has anybody heard Mike Woodson acknowledge that he's stepping down? Has anybody heard that from Mike Woodson's mouth?
It's true.
They fired him and he never acknowledged it. He might just say, I'm not fucking leaving.
Woodson's coaching for his job.
It's like Milton from Office Space. He's just going to keep showing up.
Yeah.
Just going to keep showing up.
I played here. I'm a Hoosier. He was not letting Tom Izzo break Bob Knight's record against the Hoosiers tonight.
Trust me. The security's not keeping Mike Woodson out of the building. All right. He's a legend in that fucking building, whether he was a player or as a coach. It hasn't been as successful, but hey, there's still a lot of games left.
Yeah. Mac was all over that handicap too, about that being the record game. And you almost never see like blowouts and those types, because you want it to be like the celebratory moment, but it's like, no, this is just way too close to the game.
It's a big time distraction, dude. We lost like 3 in a row when Hugs was going for 900. It was embarrassing. We couldn't get it done for him. And it happens all the time. Like, I mean, look at Krzyzewski's senior night against Carolina. Yeah. There's just a lot of fucking pressure and a lot of distractions. You're planning the post-game celebration after the game, and oh shit, you still got to play the damn game and actually beat the team that's got nothing to lose.
Yeah. Play tight. Dude, how the fuck did Rice not cover this? I didn't bet this, but
you're annoying.
Rice loses by the hook. We double locked USC. They destroyed Penn State. I know Dub V lost, but I still think you can make fun of Pitt because SMU wins by fucking 20.
In a good mood.
How is it this bad? How does SMU like? I understand they have money, but what place are they in right now? Bieniek, what place is the SMU in the ACC? They got to be 4th or 5th, right?
Let's see here,
Bro. While he's looking, Pitt is 5-8 in the ACC. We talk about how bad the ACC is every night. They are 5-8. Get them off the bubble graphic. They are done. They're like, no more. And honestly, man, this is a horrific coaching job by Capel. They have talent on that team. Like that's the comical thing. They have good guards. I know they're banged up, but last year
he fucked himself early though, because they started off hot with a team that had lost a lot of production. He could have used that excuse of we lost Hinson and a couple of the starters from last year.
Dude, they didn't go to the tournament last year when they had Hinson and Carrington was a fucking lottery pick. It's like it's every fucking year with this guy. And yeah, they are Charmin soft. I mean, they peak in November and then they
what place is SMU?
SMU's 4th and they're 10-3.
Okay, hold on. We know SMU's
all
always
the fans in the chat. They are so fucking loud all the time, and I can't see them. Hello, is anybody home? Hello, is anybody home?
321 in the YouTube chat right now.
All right, no,
we have you out there.
We have to break this down because I've been watching college basketball my whole life. Short of Larry Brown, which I think got SMU to the first round of the NCAA tournament, and they lost.
Are you about to talk about SMU's schedule here?
No, I'm going to talk about how they walk into the ACC. I just randomly pulled up. I've watched for a lot of years. I've watched either the Conference USA or the AAC. I'm an ECU fan, and just SMU's been a part of those leagues.
Yeah,
they have never cared about basketball, really. Right? Maybe a little bit under Larry Brown. Right? I just randomly typed in Tulsa against SMU. They're like 500 over the past 20 years, right? This is the equivalent of Tulsa jumping into the AAC or jumping into the ACC, the most historic basketball conference in the history of the game.
Them in the Big East, yeah.
Yeah, and you're at fucking 4th place.
Well,
SMU just trots in there and fucks up everybody. Beating Pitt by 20.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the schedule? Because Mac and I established that this was maybe the weakest schedule, but we didn't think that their team would be good. So their wins, right? Virginia, Boston College, and then they had a 2-game stretch where they then became 2-2. They lost by 17 to Duke and by 15 to North Carolina. So 2-2. Their wins, Georgia Tech, Virginia, Miami. Then they played Louisville, who's currently in 3rd. They lose by 25.
I was on Louisville. I was on Louisville that game.
And now they're on a 5-game winning streak against NC State, Cal, Stanford, Virginia Tech.
That still says something to me, though. I mean, let's be honest. ECU's in the AAC. SMU's been like an average program, maybe a slightly better than ECU.
The conference is historic, but
Enfield,
it's so
baby.
bad.
Enfield's doing a good job. Hey, I will say, I saw this stat and I looked and it's correct. And it might be the first time I've ever seen this. SMU's got 19 wins. They don't have a single quad 1 win.
I was looking at this and I was like, is UNC Greensboro their best win?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like it's either that or Washington State. They beat Washington State and LSU.
I think it just became Pitt. I think it just became Pitt.
That's not even. Yeah.
Wait, though. Hold on. So hear me out. What are they right now? They're 19-5.
19-5.
0 quad 1 wins.
Hear me out, though. Look at this. Home to Wake, winnable. At Notre Dame, winnable. Home to Clemson, winnable.
Winnable.
That's
at Cal, winnable. At Stanford, winnable. Home to Syracuse, winnable. At Saudi Arabia State, winnable.
My take is that they get stomped down by Clemson. Every time they've taken a step up and played one of those top teams in the conference, they've lost by 15 points.
But if you're Enfield, you say, guys, if we just get one game, you could be 25-5. 25-5.
It gets you in just by the mass record in a power league.
Dude, they better not put them in over like a UC San Diego or Drake. This resume sucks.
Dude, I think I don't even think we blame SMU. I think we blame the ACC. How does this happen? An average team in the AAC. I say this as an ECU guy, right? Like I've watched the AAC and CUSA over the past 30 years, right? They just waltz into the ACC and they're in fucking 4th place with a chance for 3rd. Unbelievable.
With the first-year head coach, too.
Unfucking believable.
It's not like they had fucking like Kelvin Sampson or something. Like they got Andy Enfield in his first year.
At Florida State and Clemson were bitching because they added SMU. They're like, no, with this like in football, you went to the champion, you went to the playoffs, and basketball, they're going to go to the NCAA tournament. It's the best thing that could have happened to you. It's unbelievable.
It's just crazy to. I know everybody says we hate on the ACC, but my God, how far have they fallen?
You saw George Bush was at the game doing the Wu-Tang sign. Yeah. It was great. Absolutely great. Unbelievable. Pitt. To lose by 20. 20?
5-8. All right. So we just went on a soapbox about how bad the fucking ACC is. Pitt is 5-8 in this league.
You can't lose by 20.
And they've only played
a middle pack AAC team with a brand new head coach. You go lose by 20.
All ACC schedules aren't created equal. I will say that, but
well, when you have a fucking 20 team conference, it's never going to be equal. It's a dumb thing from the start.
I mean, they played Duke, Louisville, Clemson in a 4-game span. Those are 3 of the top 4 teams. And then they played, I don't know. I don't have an excuse for this 4-game losing streak, but yeah.
Dude, the Virginia home loss by 20 is the most ridiculous loss of like the whole season in terms of like how's that even possible? And then you follow that up with an SMU game tonight. Here, let's see if Pitt can do one better. Are they going to lose to Miami on Saturday?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, nothing I saw tonight has me believing into them dominating that game.
The other thing, and if you think Pitt's going to win out, like I see some people in the chat just trying to be a troll, but if Pitt wins out, they don't get any quality wins except for Louisville one time. That's the other part when you lose these games to teams that are just so bad. It kills your resume. There's no other opportunities. I mean, Miami, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, NC State, Boston College. Like, you should win those games by default. Those are bad teams.
Yeah.
But they're not going to move the needle on any of those wins for if Pitt can even beat them. I mean, Pitt can't count anybody as a win. They lost to Virginia at home by 20.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I mean, it's just
extend Capel.
Unbelievable. It's like having Keats 2.0. It's like Keats. NC State was about to get rid of Keats.
Be careful what you wish for. He's won 2 straight against Morgantown.
Oh, there's a
recall. Please, but they're keeping the ACC down. I want to see the ACC like still a conference. I didn't grow up at ACC. I mean, I grew up in the heyday of the ACC being awesome. So it is like shitty to see how bad it is.
Should have known he was going to run such a cowardly program the COVID year. As soon when everybody was canceling games, Capel couldn't wait to cancel us on the schedule. Oh, no, move it to next year. We ain't coming to Morgantown this year because we would have tapped them by 30 like we were for like 6 straight years. I mean, how do you just run away from the backyard brawl? That's sickening.
It is. It really is. Yes, I will. Rest in peace to the great Ken Flores. Is a stand-up comic in LA who passed away. Appreciate you bringing him up. Condolences, love to his family. Go check out his art. He was a funny comic. And may he rest in paradise. I mean, Air Force. You took Air Force, man.
That was a terrible play. I felt obligated to because I won last year. Bad play.
Yeah. I stayed away, but we did double lock LMU. LMU 69, Pepperdine 60.
How bad is that? How bad were they in the first half? They were down like 20. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with Marymount?
Yeah, I mean, I just weather the storm. All right. Weather the storm. Will Johnson, that guy is a fucking insane player. He shoots crazy. He plays the game crazy. Pepperdine, you can't go 4 for 20 from 3 at your own home court. That's the difference in that game. We double locked that one. I felt really good about this play, and I ate a pile of shit. San Diego State wins by 3. San Jose State almost made like a full court shot to send this to overtime. It hit off the backboard and the rim. Man, I don't want to say we were on the wrong side, but I thought we were going to be able to steal the game in the second half when we tied this thing up. But they were getting their ass. I am starting to become a little concerned about my Aztecs. Bieniek was talking about this.
They've overachieved a bunch of damn years. So maybe they are due for a little bit of a dud year. They gotta be careful not to miss the turn.
They still don't have Reese Waters
on this game too.
They still don't have Reese Waters. When he comes back, I think he's an essential part of that team. I got to interview him at Mountain West Media Day. It's I think he's the veteran of the team. Like he's one of the it's a younger team. It's a younger San Diego State team. Ate shit there, but man, and we almost if you caught the beginning of the show, I had a lot of money riding on Utah State.
God, they tried to give this away.
Oh my God. I almost had a heart attack. I feel like Utah State 93-85. We get the cover, but good Lord. This one was we paid for the roller coaster ride. This one was insane. I mean, they were blowing them out by 30. It should have never been this sweat, this sweat that I had. Bieniek and Matt could talk about it. I didn't want to talk to them pre-episode. They were like, how you doing, Colby? Please shut the fuck up right now. I need to make these free throws. Utah State though, man, 22-3, your boy, 22-3.
Calhoun.
I don't care if he can lose out, and that's still a great season.
Might be one and done.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do think there'll be some opportunities for him.
Yep.
Utah State, just one and done for everybody. Santa Clara and St. Mary's. Depending on where you got the number, I think we called it at 9 last night or 9.5. Santa Clara covered though. They covered. I closed at like 12. Didn't watch the game though. Did you watch this game?
Yeah, Santa Clara came to play. They were embarrassed with giving up the 30-0 run 2 weeks ago, so they popped up and almost gave away this cover somehow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then Northwestern covered for you guys. I didn't watch this. I refused to watch this game. I thought about it. I was like, dude, I had boat racing on. I had fucking boat racing on, and I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't subscribe to this horrible conference shit. Even though I subscribed to like what? I watched the other one. The other Big Ten games, but still. What happened here? Northwestern looked good, I hear.
They're super banged. I mean, they have no players left. Just all the injuries, but they keep fighting for Chris Collins. I like Chris Collins. Oregon sucks.
Oregon needed that win, though.
Yeah.
They needed that win.
Yeah. It's not a very good team.
All right, folks. Look. I want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, every day college hoops, they have a ton of stuff. I know I ate shit with Blue Cane tonight, but college basketball has so many opportunities with Underdog Fantasy that you can't find elsewhere. They also have NHL, NBA, UFL. They will have that. And I actually think that's the best part of me doing that UFL show is like there's an edge that it's like FCS.
Just like college baseball too.
Yeah. You can really make a lot of money in the USFL shit. I turned in multiple DFS lineups that finished in I had one number one and two number twos and one number 3. And that's just DFS, but also Underdog. You can find some of the props that they're just not prepared for this. They don't put enough time into it. So you can, not Underdog, I'm saying in general, just the market for those sports, they don't do that. So what's cool about Underdog is the college basketball side. You can really find it. If you watch games every day like us, there is an edge that you can find there. NHL, NBA, CFL, UFL, MLB, everything. So sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Yes, SGPN's proud partner Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds. Look, you can copy one of the top performing models from the leaderboard. I think you'll make cash. But me, I like to build my own, and then Rhythm will adjust around what I like. They got college hoops, they got NBA, NFL, everything, college football, everything you can think of. Get on over there. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, we are back. Yes, as Go Beebs says, check out the college baseball experience. We're going into full swing. Season starts Friday. Big 10 preview went up the other day. The other previews are all out. SEC, ACC, Big 12. Check out that. Check out the college football experience as well. All 3 FCS college football experience, all 4. Let's talk about game balls, Mac. Where are you going? Top game ball. Is it SMU?
Yeah, just by default. Shout out to SMU. The Pony Express, baby. You know, I was down, Mountaineers let me down, and I can always rely on the frauds to frauds. I can have this smile.
You know what SMU does? It gives me confidence when I'm drunk and talking to NC Nick. I'm like, oh fuck you, ECU would run the Tobacco Road shit. Watching SMU come into the ACC, I'm like, you know what? We can run, because when I sober up, normally I'm like, yeah, I was just drunk talking shit. Maybe we can. Maybe it's a Ponzi scheme. ECU game ball. This UAB bullshit out of here. All right. And don't forget, I've been talking a lot of shit about him, but he brought the talent in and we're still alive.
And may the Schwartz be with you. What a world.
Second game ball. Where are you going?
I'll go Kentucky, man. Sweeping Tennessee. I mean, they were shorthanded. Mark Pope's doing a great job in year 1. They're going to get to the dance. Probably be about a 5 seed, I think. 4 or 5 seed. So yeah, 17-7, 6-5 in league play. Shout out to Big Blue.
Yeah, it's a great one. That is a great play right there. I'm going to say Kansas State. You just keep rolling. Let's go. Jerome Tang. We were ready to call him a one-hit wonder.
Tang gang, baby.
We're for a second we thought he was fucking Manili. I can't. What was it? How do I say that again? Manili Vanilli. There we go. I've been drinking. Dude, they're the team to watch, I think, in college basketball right now. Game ball. Where are you going? Number 3.
I'll give out a dual game ball. I'll go Alabama and Auburn for not falling into the look aheads spots tonight, taking care of business to set up Saturday. That's going to be electric. Number 1 versus number 2 for the first time ever in that state. So I'll go Alabama and Auburn share this last game ball for me.
You know what? I will go to the UConn Huskies. I know you won't give them that shine. All right.
Shit.
any Big East team that wins at Creighton,
yeah,
you got it. They've proven that place is legit. Normally, Fred Hoiberg's the only guy that can win there. Shout out to the Huskies and Liam McNeely with the fucking all-time performance there. We probably should have gave Indiana one, but no, we praised them enough.
Yeah, we said they could win the Big Ten tourney with this new zone.
Yeah, we praised them enough.
Praise you. Hat tip to Indiana.
Yeah. And I thought he was going to say Michigan. I thought he was going to bring it back to Michigan. Tomorrow's slate. Yeah, I thought he was going to say, Dusty May,
Wait till he gets
born in Connecticut. Colby, he was born in Connecticut before he moved to Indiana. Right?
You know, Jake Diebler's the fucking giant killer. He's gonna get them old Wolverines on Sunday.
I am looking forward to that. I am looking. All right, let's have some fun. Let's bet. YouTube.com/the college experience. We got slides and everything. We got the Johnnies. I was talking about this game earlier. In my opinion, I was talking about with Creighton losing to UConn. I said, we'll talk about this more.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I guess I can't go all the way there, but I think this is one of the huge games remaining for them to solidify the Big East. They still have Creighton. Yes, they still have Marquette. Yes, they still have UConn. So you could say, Dundee, what the fuck are you talking about? I think this is the trap game here. I think Rick Pitino will get them up for UConn, Creighton, and Marquette. That doesn't mean I think they'll go 3-0. They could go 2-1, and they could still win the Big East then. It's a game like this, and it's a game like at Hinkle on February 26th that I'm a little concerned about. St. John's laying 3.5. This line has jumped up. It opened at 2. I'm still taking Slick Rick. Fuck you, Villanova. All right, get out of here. Give me Slick Rick. Lay the 3.5. You don't think he's telling his team this all weekend? I'm 70 years old. I'm 72 years old. I can die any day. We got to win. And we got to win now. We doing battle?
Yeah, huh? I'm gonna take Villanova, man. I think I was on the fence until Creighton went down. Now they got a 2-game lead, a little cushion. Drop this game, Pitino gets their fucking attention. They roll Creighton, they beat UConn again, and he'll get their attention. But they're gonna drop the game on a back-to-back road spot, coming off the UConn win in Philly. Let's go, Nova.
We got a battle in Philly. They've been partying all week with the fucking Eagles. You kidding me?
You're gonna get a rowdy crowd because they're still gonna be drunk.
I'm just saying. You're telling me Eric Dixon wasn't have one of those Jaeger bombs on those street lights, huh? What's up, Beatnik?
Team play yet? No. LaSalle. What's Dumpy doing?
LaSalle got drilled, right? No, they lost. That was before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Is Dumpy even gonna show up to this game this week?
Yeah. Depends what's out there. You
don't know what's going on.
They're zeroing in on this fucking stolen eggs.
You might have to tell the assistant flying coach under the radar.
Yeah.
Bieniek, what's up?
I was hemming and hawing. Probably wouldn't pull the trigger unless the chat really wanted volume from me on the totals. But I'm gonna do it. The cocktail napkins got this at 133. And if we think that St. John's could fall into a trap here, Villanova plays at the 346th pace in the country. Very slow. St. John's struggles to make shots at times. We all know that. So they lack the outside shooting. So if we can get a game into the 60s, high 60s, I think we get a cash here. So I'll take the under 138.5.
There we go. Willie's saying Eric Dixon was chasing scattered ass all week. That's what I'm saying. It's part of the handicap. Shout out to my guy Charles Walker as well. Yeah, we're giving you 3 sides of this thing. Someone's gonna win. I'll tell you that. Next up, Colgate. It's that fucking Holy Cross. Ask what you can do for the system, not what you can do for yourself. The Raiders are laying 3.5. Holy Cross is off of just a monster win for Dave Paulson's bunch. Do we go back to the system?
Yeah,
I think we do.
Yeah.
I think we do.
Well, we got to fade Holy Cross off that.
I think we do.
Hell yeah. Let's go Colgate.
Double lock. Colgate. Yeah. You can't. Holy Cross off a blowout in the Patriot League is like seeing a fucking white deer. You know what I mean? It's like, you're just like, holy shit, give me the camera. You're not going to see that ever again in your life. Let's go. East Tennessee State is in Cullowhee. Shout out to Weehawk. ETSU laying 11.5. I think we should take Western Carolina here. They're playing a lot better in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
They almost knocked off Greensboro the other night on the road at Greensboro. I know that's in state, but Johnson City's like practically fucking in North Carolina. I think it's too many points.
This is a sandwich game too with Samford and Chattanooga. I know they already went through the sandwich spot and they drilled them by 27 at home, but now it's a road game. I'm with you. I like Western Carolina. I don't know if I want to bet this one though.
Yeah, I don't know. They've gotten drilled so bad earlier in the year that it's terrifying, including a 30-point loss to ETSU. So stay off it. But I think if you're looking to bet this game, if you're going to this game, I think the Cats are the right side. Oakland Pioneers heading to Indianapolis to take on Ooey Pooey.
They already have a unique nickname. Why did you change it?
What are we talking about?
You said the Pioneers.
They are the Pioneers. Remember the logo, the real logo?
Yeah, but now they have the Golden Grizzlies, which is cooler than the Pioneers. And I'm
that's
a Pioneer
a horrible
guy.
fucking name.
Golden Grizzlies?
Oh, no.
There's no Grizzlies in Michigan. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
There's no Jaguars in Indiana either.
And that's terrible. That they're the Metros.
There's no Golden Griffins in Canisius.
Well, that one's that's a fictional fucking character. They're all terrible. It's like the Toronto Raptors. It's fucking terrible. I mean, it's not fictional, but you know what I mean.
This is a terrible take from you.
No,
that is
you can't claim.
No, not again.
This is like the Utah Jazz. It's like they're trying to say that jazz is awesome music, and in Utah, like stealing that is one of the worst things that's ever fucking happened to planet Earth, right? And the fact that like idiots will just, a 10-year-old or 12-year-old is saying, "Well, Utah Jazz, did they make music? The Utah? No, it's fucking terrible. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense." I know we talked about the NBA. Delete the Utah Jazz because they're fucking terrible. If anything, they're like anti-jazz. Go, yeah. Have a fucking orchestra. Have a jazz orchestra go play on the fucking sidewalks of Salt Lake City. See how that goes for you. Ooey Pooey's that's a terrible mascot too. Yeah. But we call him Ooey Pooey. We don't call him the Jaguars.
Shout out to Jared Green, though. He did invite me to this game. I unfortunately had to say no because I will be in Arlington this weekend, so I couldn't pull it off to see the Golden Grizzlies in Indy. But might be something in the cards down the road with the Horizon League. So go Grizz. I wouldn't be too upset to see a friend's program win.
Vancouver Grizzlies, it actually made sense because British Columbia has Grizzly Bears. Montana Grizzlies, it makes sense. Golden Grizzlies is some bullshit. And you're just over there swallowing it. Saying, hey, give me some more of this bullshit.
Unique nickname.
It is not unique. I just said Montana is the fucking Grizzlies.
They're the Golden Grizzlies, though.
Oh, stop it. That's even dumber. It's even dumber. It's even fucking dumber. Ooey Pooey's Jaguars shit is weak too. All right. They should be the Metros. Go back to being the Metros.
There was a hockey team that I played against in local area, southeastern Michigan, that ripped off this exact logo and font. It's hilarious.
Which one?
They're called Michigan Jaguars hockey.
I'm saying like because the Oakland Grizzly one looks like it's stolen too.
Well, they're
both unoriginal piles of shit, if you ask me.
The Oakland Grizzlies actually have a really fucking good junior hockey program. Like
no, I understand they could, but I'm saying that logo is just you're phoning it in.
Well, no, I'm saying like that logo, this exact one that you're using, is I believe the hockey logo for like youth. Like they have a bunch of really, really good travel hockey teams in Michigan. Oakland Junior Grizzlies is what they are called. So, yeah. I'm
not impressed. What does Trent Dilfer say about the NFL?
Not impressed with the modern game.
The modern game does not impress me.
Max just chilling. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he just drops that line like it's nothing.
I agree with Trent Dilfer, but I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be the one saying it. It's The guy went like 11 for 37 in a fucking in the Super Bowl for like 109 yards.
I saw
It's
him
like,
try guard the
yeah.
triple option this year. He's not impressed with
Yeah.
the fucking old school game either.
Yeah, that's
Army and
true.
Navy are still running that ball right
Very
down.
true. Very true.
Holy
They're giving up
shit.
like 12 yards a rush. Modern game does not impress me. What are you talking about? Well, the ancient game doesn't impress you either. Or I guess maybe it does after the way it would slice through your fucking defense. Yeah. Who are you taking here, Mac?
All right, I actually have a bet here. I'm betting Oakland. They just dropped back-to-back home games against Northern Kentucky, Youngstown. Campy's had a week off. He's going to get after these guys. Let's go, Grizz.
All right. You locking this, you said?
Yeah, I like Campy. I like Campy off 2 losses at home here.
All right. I think you swayed my pick to Oakland, but I'm not locking this fucking game. Moneyline Max locking up Oakland -4.5. Next up. Canisius, speak of the devil.
Speaking of,
It's game tomorrow.
Take it on Niagara.
Hey, Colby, ever heard of a purple eagle before?
That's possible, right? I've seen some. Dude, you go down to Columbia. My wife's Colombian, man. I'll say this: you go to Columbia, you see fucking birds and colors of butterflies and birds and shit you never seen before in your fucking life.
I'm not impressed
by a purple eagle. I'm just saying that I'm not doubting it. I'll tell you that. Now the Golden Griffs, yeah, I'm on board there. That's some Ghostbusters shit. But purple eagle, dude, you go to Columbia, you will see the craziest shit ever. I'm telling you, you don't even want to go. You could tell me there's $1 million in the bushes, and I'm like, fuck you. That's on you. That's on you. Jump in that bush.
Ryan
right?
Moses. Colby, I took acid in Columbia, Dant.
I did not. I shot an AK-47, but that was like, that's her dad saying, welcome to the family.
You checked off a thing on your bucket list. You just always wanted to shoot one straight up in the air.
Honestly, it was just kind of random. It was just like they had a big party for us being married and stuff. And then they were like, hey, come over here. And then we started doing shots of rum. and then randomly an AK-47 showed up from one of the family members.
It's a sign of respect.
And then we just started shooting it in the air. And then I'm like, wait, but where are these bullets landing? Like, it terrified me a little bit, but it was very fun for a minute. We were all laughing. It was very Kenny Powers-esque, to tell you the truth. I felt like it was Kenny Powers for a day. But we got to lock Canisius here, guys.
I respect Rob's opinion here. He's on my side with this. And then where is it at? Christopher Camatini says if Noah goes to Columbia, he ain't coming back.
I mean, we do need to get you down there, buddy.
I agree on the Canisius angle. I mean, they played already.
It's a rivalry. This is a fucking rivalry game, dude.
It's a 1-point game the first time.
Yeah.
Before. I mean, who is Niagara to be laying 9?
Yeah. Let's go.
Canisius.
Golden Griffs, double lock. I'm telling you, my wife's from like a small town in Columbia too. So you go up there, some of these other towns, you go up in these mountains, go by the fucking Amazon.
Those Dundee videos 2 springs ago were perfect.
I went in a hot air balloon too, dude. I fucking went up in a hot air balloon.
It was hilarious.
It was lawless over there. I was throwing shit down, you know. Felt like a fucking Frank Rizzo moment. Yeah, Canisius is a smash play. We got to go. Radford is in Rock Hill, South Carolina, taking on Winthrop. Winthrop's laying 2.5. I'm locking up Winthrop. Get this shit out of here, dude. I'm sorry. I know they're your boys. Wintrop's 14-1 at home. They're 14-1 at home. You're asking Radford to win back-to-back road games at Longwood and Winthrop? It ain't happening, buddy. Battle?
No, I'm not going to bet Radford. I think we're going to get a close one here. I'll lay it with Winthrop, but I'm not gonna bet Winthrop here. I think it's gonna be a tight one.
Yeah. I mean, This is like 83-75 final.
Isaac
They have
Mike.
1 point row.
Isaac Mike saying he thinks Fran Dunphy has connections in Columbia.
Fran Dunphy's the shipment's coming through. We got to cut that shit. That's why. Why do you think me and Fran are pals? All right. Never met, but we're pals. If you know what I mean. I really like this next play too. IPFW is heading to Youngstown, Ohio, to take on the Penguins there at the Ice House. I think IPFW is going to win this game, and I'm going to lock up IPFW. I will lay the 1.5. They're telling you. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the Penguins. No bet. Fort Wayne won the first game. I think Youngstown gets it back, but no bet here.
All right, let's take you to Piscataway, where Iowa is taking on Rutgers. Rutgers playing 6.5. I'm going to lay the 6.5 with Rutgers, but no bet from me.
I'll bet.
What are you doing here?
I'll bet.
Yeah,
Rutgers. Yeah.
Sell me on why we should.
I don't like what I've seen from Iowa this year. I think they've
Losers of 6 of 7.
Yeah, I think they've kind of quit on McCaffrey, to be honest. So he's on the way out. Maybe they pop up at the end, but Rutgers, they got 2 fucking top 5 picks here. I think they just open it up.
All right, if Rob Donaldson says it, he's in. He lives.
Rob Donaldson hates Iowa, so
isn't he an Iowa grad?
Yeah, he dislikes Fran or the play style. It's one of the two. I can't remember.
So I should not listen to it. Okay, I'll stay away then.
He wants DeVries.
I'll stay away. Moneyline Mac is locked.
He wants
up.
Iowa football to play like Iowa, or Iowa basketball to play like Iowa.
I do too. I get pissed off when I see when you see Tony Bennett at UVA and when you see Wisconsin, you're like, how is that not Iowa? Iowa plays like a goddamn like a West Coast team. You know what I mean? Like they're like running down the court, shooting all these threes and shit, playing. You know, you got the whites. All right. Just draw like 4 corners offense. That's what Tony Bennett, that's what he's doing essentially, but there's a shot clock. So like you could do that at Iowa and probably win a lot more games.
Yeah. I'm locking up Scarlet Knights with you guys.
Yeah.
I didn't lock up Rutgers. That's a double lock by you guys.
Yeah.
Double lock by you guys.
Cocktail Napkins got it at 9.5. I think at home against Iowa, they should be able to open this one up in the rack.
Asheville heading into Spartanburg, South Carolina. Take on Upstate, my darlings, all year. Asheville won by 1 back on January 15th. You know, I got to take my boys from Upstate. This is a sleepy spot, right? Here they are in second place in the Big South.
Well, they just played a double overtime game at High Point too. Crazy game on Saturday. Yeah, I like Upstate a lot here.
Let's bet this thing.
Go.
Upstate plus 9.5. Lock it up. I do love shitty teams. You can find edges with shitty teams, and Upstate's a good shitty team. They've been my darlings all year.
Mac loves shitty teams too.
Oh yeah.
I got in an argument actually. To me, like part of I think becoming a super fan of sport is you have to appreciate shitty football or basketball. I got in an argument once on like a Monday night football game or a Sunday night game, or maybe it was Thursday night. I don't fucking remember, in the studio with Sean and Ryan about, they were like, this game's terrible. I'm like, no, this game's way better than a normal fucking game.
Yeah.
Anytime you have like a shitty football game when both teams are just absolute shitty, it is way better than when like one team is efficient and the other's not.
Very.
I will argue that all day. What's that, Bieniek?
That's why we love the SWAC.
I said very entertaining.
Yeah. If you don't find the entertainment in that, that's how you know the real from the fake. Honestly. Yeah. Like if you're at the bar and like someone's like, this game's terrible, you're like, yeah, this is a lay fucking fan that probably tunes in, you know, that, you know, just not me, you know what I mean? And like, if you're having fun watching, like, to me, just 2 shitty teams go at it.
Yeah.
That's the best. It's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strictly MLB fans say that about college baseball all the time because there are more mistakes, but the mistakes make the brand of baseball more fun, 100%. And there's more offense. So check.
Like honestly, like the best NFL games that like my favorite NFL games I can recall were like there's like a body bag game with the Redskins and Eagles where they put Brian Mitchell, the running back, at quarterback.
Oh,
They had gone through all the quarterbacks and they're just like, let's line the running back up. He played quarterback in college and it was fucking awesome. They ran the option with him. It was like one of my favorite fucking games. Like that, the Fog Bowl, like Bears and Eagles. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh yeah. Fog Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, Fog Bowl was just fucking an awesome game. There's more. We could talk more, but I'm just talking too much right now. Wofford is in Charleston taking on the Citadel.
This game.
I'm on the points here, man. This is an in-state battle. 12.5.
You got to think that they're going to cover one of these games, right? The Citadel.
This has got to be the one, right? I'm not betting this, though.
They lost the first one to them by 11.
I'm not betting it, but I'll take the Citadel.
Yeah, I'll take the points. No bet. They got Sanford on Saturday.
Yeah. BU Boston. Look at this old ass logo I found. It's like
shout out to Boston, by the way. They won the Beanpot college hockey.
Yeah, maybe they'll bring back. Maybe they'll stop being such pussies and bring back their football program.
Also, Holy Cross.
That dog looks like it sees something frightening off in the distance.
Yeah, it's probably that fake CTE they were researching. All right. We got to lock them here, though, right? 5.5 is insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I like BU. I think we get a close game here. This is a Patriot League. Every game's tight.
5.5 is like 100 points in the Patriot League.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It was like a 1-point game the first game, right?
Of course.
Overtime.
Give me the 5.5 of these Terriers. Nice little yapper.
And they're off the Holy Cross loss. It'll be focused.
Yeah. Smash play there. Dayton. Is that fucking Amelia Earhart, Bieniek?
Look at that.
What's going on? Dayton flying into the Bronx.
I thought it was Patty C.
What, at a rave? I won't put that past him, but I don't think he's a pilot. If Patty C's flying, you're playing, you're fucked, by the way. I think we should take Fordham plus 7.5 here.
I do too. They've had a week off. Yeah. They've had a week off. I think it's too many. Should bet Fordham?
I don't know about bet.
Like Dayton, I'm not scared of Dayton on the road.
I'll take Fordham. No bet. You're locking this?
Yeah, I'm not scared of Dayton this year. Laying bigger numbers.
Moneyline Mac, locking up the Rams of Fordham. Next up, Mercer is in Greenville, South Carolina, taking on the Paladins of Furman. This line's actually gone up a point, unfortunately, because I was thinking about locking up Furman here. I still think it's within that range, though. I think we should bet Furman. Mercer's been ass on the road this year.
Is it a look ahead at all, though? Greensboro off Chattanooga? I'm just going to lay it, no bet.
I'm going to lock up Furman minus the points. Let's go, Paladins. LaSalle? Oh, boy.
What is this line?
This is ridiculous. I understand, it hasn't gone the way you like it with this basketball season, but it's gone the way you like with everything else, like, getting your hands on 40,000 eggs, It's
a garbage line.
This is ridiculous here. I mean, folks, 14.5. Mac, I'm sprinkling the money line. I'm sprinkling the fucking money line because look,
they already played this year. 14-point game.
I can tell you this, Fran, he was at the celebration downtown. Tell you that with a couple of guys. Now he wasn't one of these pricks standing up on the goddamn, street lights. Calling how about that? Did you see that video of that one guy shooting off the gun in the air?
Yeah, I'm like, this fucking guy.
That's great. Who knew there's a bit of Columbia in America too. The 14.5 is insulting. This is a guy that is Philly born, Philly bred. He might get blown out by UMass. He might get blown out by North Carolina.
DCU.
But Philly, a Philly legend. That's a Philly fucking legend.
Yeah.
I know he's got to keep a low profile. He might put on, a hat or something to come into the game because of this egg situation going on down by the docks. But let me tell you, the shipment, he got that shit out of there. The eggs are gone. FBI can search Philly all they want. Those things are fucking gone. They went back to Amherst with Frank, right? And I can tell you this guy here is focused again on basketball. He says the Super Bowl's over. I won a few C notes on the Eagles against this bullshit Chiefs stuff, even with that cockanimi kickoff, right? Now I can focus on basketball. And then, I'm taking on my guy, Phil Martelli. Wait, what? They fired my guy, Phil Martelli? Oh, fuck you. Here come the pain. Here come the pain. This is a money line smash spot, guys. We got to get on this.
Yes.
Lock up LaSalle.
I love how the New Englander accent cut into Philly.
Long Island Sharks head coach.
They got rid of Martelli. He's been going up against Martelli for a long time. You know what? He's gonna have to make a call and ship about 200 crates of eggs to Martelli's house, so he doesn't have to worry about stuff. Philly legend to Philly legend. Capiche? What are you doing here, man?
Oh, I'm all over LaSalle with you. Too many points. They already played this year. It was a 14-point game. Now you're getting them off back-to-back blowout losses. You'll get a prideful effort from Dunphy here. Let's go.
Double lock on the Explorers.
Sprinkle some on the money line.
Yeah, you got to sprinkle this money line. And let me tell you, Fran, yes, Fran is 12-12. He don't put out no fucking losing seasons. All right, I'll tell you that right now. Boom.
He knows this St. Joe's foo-foo fucking bullshit team.
You know what I like about Fran? He's doing the top button there. You see that?
Yes, yeah.
He's doing the fucking top button.
I love how you had the picture name, Fran Dunphy.
I got a few of these. All right. Look at that. Look at those eyes. How many of those? I guarantee you how many he's had. He's had at this point in the night. He's had 4 7-7s, switched over to the J&B smooth, neat. And you know damn well he just fed that jukebox. All right. Playing some goddamn Marvin Gaye. All right. And I guarantee you he took some girl to Plowtown about 15 minutes after this photo. All right. They got this Cutlass Supreme.
Is that at Mike Bray's a retirement party at the linebacker a couple years ago?
You're goddamn right. I've been to the linebacker. Yeah. Yeah. You're goddamn right. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. It's a smash play tomorrow, folks. Get in. Next up, we got
Mike
Louisville.
is saying Fran knows how to ram it.
He does. I guarantee you that. Don't leave your wife around Fran. All right. What do we have here? Louisville heading into Raleigh, North Carolina to take on the Pussy Pack, known as NC State. This, Mac, call me crazy. I think the Pussy Pack's live to win this thing on the money line, dude. I'm locking up the Pussy Pack yet again.
No.
Give me the 7.5. They cashed out there in Palo Alto. What are you doing here?
I'm going to battle you. I'm going to lay with Louisville. I'm going to fade the team coming back east. They've already quit on this year. Them and Capel and Keats, enjoy your vacation.
When I'm locking up the Pussy Pack, that says something. I'm just saying. You're Dundee on the Pussy Pack. Mac on the cards. All right, we move along. Army is heading into Baltimore. Take on Loyola Marymount, the Greyhounds. See, Bieniek, one time I was at fucking Camden Yards and there was like the dog day thing. I saw the fucking Greyhound there. Legit mascot. LM. Well, I guess LMU maybe ULM. I don't know.
Greyhounds can fly, man.
You're disrespecting Army with this fucking line.
They are. What's going on here? This stinks. This stinks. I think we got to take. We got to take LMU.
To our point of why we faded Bucknell too, they are off a double overtime hard fucking game. What they do against Louisville? They won by 2 the first meeting. Of course they did. Navy's on deck. That's another angle. Yeah, I'm not betting Army here. This line stinks for a reason. The more and more I dive into it,
We should bet the Greyhounds.
I kind of think you're right.
We should bet the Greyhounds, man.
I talked myself completely on the other side. Damn it, Army. Yeah, let's do it. Then I'll take them against the Navy on Saturday.
Double lock on these hounds. All right, next up, Stanford, Georgia Tech, the game we've all been waiting for. The Yellow Jackets are laying 1.5. I got no idea on this. I'm not bullshitting my clientele. Call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE. This game's bullshit, and give me Stanford. What are you doing here?
I mean, the team that goes east for the first game has struggled big time. Them and Cal.
Chris in the chat cracking me up. That's a rematch of the 91 Aloha Bowl. There we go. This has got rich history behind it.
I kind of want to bet Georgia Tech here. I think Georgia Tech is going to be a pain in everybody's side down the stretch. They finally dropped one to Virginia the other night. I think they get back right here. Give me the Stingers here, Georgia Tech.
You're betting this?
Yeah.
All righty, Max betting this. Eric's saying this is more entertaining than the Super Bowl. I do agree with that. Shit.
Why is Georgia Tech favored? Just like Miami did.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. That game, I have no feel in that game. Ole Miss is in Columbia, South Carolina. This line is not accurate. This is 4.5 now.
Okay.
This is the one for South Carolina, right?
Gotta be.
So. Gotta be the fucking one. They have the Egg Bowl on deck. Ole Miss has Mississippi State on deck.
Yeah, and Ole Miss is a team that kind of grinds out close wins. I mean, we saw what happened at LSU. They should have lost that game. They had no business winning that game. Let's take the Gamecocks.
Yeah, I'm in. Double lock on Lamont Paris's bunch. I'm going to keep this lock train going because we got a great game in the horizon for first place. Robert Morris is at Cleveland State.
This game is hilarious.
Cleveland State,
the 2 top teams in luck rating in the conference.
What's crazy is Youngstown and IPFW are in 3rd and 4th, so you're getting the best of the horizon today. I'm locking up Cleveland State. Get this Bob Morris shit out of here. You're not gonna go into the Wolfenstein Center and push these Vikings around. What are you doing here?
I think I'm going to battle you. They're 1 game back. I think they Cleveland State won on Bob Morris's home floor. I think they're going to return the favor here. Let's go, Bobby Bo.
You're just pissing away money. We got a battle in Cleveland. Dundee on the Vikings. Mac on the Colonials. Do love that. All right, we move along, and now it gets even more dicey because Saudi Arabia State is heading into Winston-Salem. What the fuck is this line? Wake's laying 6.5. Okay, this is just one of those games where you just have no idea, right?
The Arabs versus the witch hunters.
I kind of think Saudi Arabia could win on the money line.
I did too.
I also because they're going out for Leonard Hamilton. His final fucking 10 games here, or 7 games, whatever's left. They won already on January 9th in Tallahassee.
This is the Steve Forbes fucking on the bubble lay an egg spot. They just went to Stanford and Cal, and in Lenardi's blowing them like they fucking got big time resume wins. Florida State's gonna win outright tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll lock in Saudi Arabia.
I'm with you too. Saudi Arabia State double lock, sand sandwiches for everybody.
And we got SMU on Saturday. Oh, this is the Saudi Arabia spot.
Where the fuck's my song? I got a song here. Somewhere in this madness.
So we get our kicks doing the Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good, some say we're great. Our goal is simple, best in the land. Rocking to the beat of the Modest Cheese Band. On Saturday night, we'll start our stuff to show the nation that those are tough. When other play up,
wait for the bridge.
They be illin', cause they all know we just be chillin'.
Fire. Double lock on Saudi Arabia State. Next up is it gets even better. It gets even better. VMI is in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
Red hot VMI. Red hot. What? Winners of how many is it again? It's like what?
6 out of 8.
6 out of 8.
They almost beat Greensboro in Lexington.
We got to hammer Greensboro, right?
Yeah. This is where it comes crashing down. We're starting to get into like contender time. I refuse. I love Andrew Wilson and the job he's doing at VMI, but come on, this is a Greensboro 20-point win, right?
Let's go. The value. Double lock on Greensboro. Sorry, Key Debts. All right. Next up, we got another interesting one. And when I mean interesting, this is what is terrible about the AAC. Tulsa is taking on Temple. Tulsa, Oklahoma. They made a TV show that's pretty damn close to this. You got this is the Stallone Bowl. You know, Stallone famous from Philly with Rocky. They got his fucking statue. He's now the Tulsa King. Pretty much the whole goddamn premise of the show. Should be centered around this basketball game. They're both probably very corrupt. Obviously, we know with Temple. You go to Tulsa, where they, I spent a good amount of time in Tulsa.
It's a horrible game.
Yeah, I'll take the 7.5 though. I'll take the 7.5. What are you doing here?
Why do I think Tulsa's going to win outright? I mean, you got this number feels low.
Jamal Mashburn, game time decision. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Yeah, monitor that. Tulsa, I think also Temple's off the Memphis game where they played pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tulsa. I'm not hating on the city. I like Tulsa. I like Tulsa a lot. I have spent a lot of time there. Go to the Outsiders house. My guy Danny Boy runs that. Tulsa's a great city. Rumblefish was shot there. I mean, it's a cool city. Take the 7.5. I'm not going to bet. I'm staying away. What are you doing here?
What's Tulsa coming off of? They lost 4 in a row. Shocker. I'll take Tulsa. No bet. They did cover for us against Memphis.
Like if you're asking to add a wager, this one might be considered.
Yeah, let's just do it now. Like, I mean, we're gonna talk.
No one gives a fuck about this. No one in Philadelphia is gonna go catch the game against Tulsa.
Yeah, they're gonna be a Dumpies game.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Golden Hurricane plus 7.5.
A lot of fucking Philly. There's a lot of Philly games tomorrow.
Let's go. Lehigh is in Annapolis, Maryland. The Engineers taking on the Midshipmen. Navy's laying 1.5.
Another 1.5, everybody.
Man, these fucking games.
Give me Lehigh.
Navy. Navy's lost 3 straight. This is a get up spot.
Army on deck. I'll take Lehigh.
Fair enough. Oklahoma State is in Fort Worth taking on TCU. TCU's laying 5.5. As I was building this slide, I was thinking about, should I wager on Oklahoma State to win this game, Mac?
I kind of like TCU here. I mean, Jamie gets the most out of his guys at home.
All right.
I'm gonna take a look. I mean, actually, I kind of like Oklahoma State more and more.
I'm taking Oklahoma State, but I'm not betting it now. You've convinced me not to bet this.
I'm definitely gonna bet it because Oklahoma State TCU. I love these games.
A random Big 12 game, Max all in.
Oh yeah, all in. I bet all the Big 12 games. I'll ride with the Cowboys. They're getting better under Lutz.
Money line Mac, lock it up. OK State. It was not convincing to me.
I love how Colby came into that one wanting to bet Oklahoma State. Mac initially says TCU.
And now I'm off because I just feel like.
And then coming out of the game, Mac has bet it and Colby is not. That's
I'll resell you on this one. TCU's not really good as a favorite, to be honest. The more and more you look at it, I mean, they dropped the home game, similar line to Utah outright. I mean, them in West Virginia was basically a pick 'em. They did cover against Colorado because Colorado fucking loses to everybody. BYU, they were an underdog, 1 or 2 point underdog, and then K-State, they were an underdog. They're just not a really good favorite team.
I'm with you, but you're all over the place on this one.
Yeah,
I normally like you're normally very confident on the Big 12.
Yeah,
I will stay away. Moneyline Mac, lock it up. OK State though.
That 5.5 number got me. I was like, Oklahoma State's aside.
Davidson is at Amherst taking on Frank.
I got confidence here.
Yeah, me too. Let's lock UMass.
Let's go.
Double lock UMass. The Staples kind of struggle. All right, next up, the Bonnies are in Kingston, Rhode Island. Rhode Island's laying 2.5. I'm gonna lay it. No bet.
I'm gonna lock up Rhode Island. Good team at home. That'd be 3 out of the last 4 that they've lost have been on the road. And I mean they're back at home where they've beaten UMass, Davidson. Who else they beat?
All right. Let's go. Rhode Island double lock -2.5. Next up. Oh, what do we have in Washington, D.C.? VCU's laying 9.5 against G-Dub. Stop it. I'm locking up G-Dub plus 9.5. The Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington. The Colonials of George Washington will cover the 9.5. What are you doing here?
I think you're getting the trap here. I'll battle you. Give me VCU to drill them again.
What do you mean the trap? VCU's off Dayton.
They've been killing everybody. I mean, they were off Richmond, then they killed LaSalle.
So wait, VCU's off Dayton, and this is the trap? No, you're
Why
gonna
is
lose.
The number so big? I thought the number would be like 6 or 7, 9.5. I'll fade GW off that road win at the Bonnies.
Battle. Dundee on the Colonials. Mac on the Rams. All right, next up, the Salukis are in Peoria taking on Bradley. Bradley laying 8.5, 7.5 now. I see. I'll lay it with Bradley. No bet. Bradley's due for like an ass kicking performance where they hold someone to like 30 points. Yeah. But I hate laying a big number with Bradley because they're like UVA with Bennett.
They've been so up and down, and the Salukis are getting better under Nagy year 1. So yeah, they've won 6 out of 7 or 6 out of 8.
I don't know if you guys already mentioned it, but they got Drake next too.
Who does? Bradley or the Salukis?
Bradley.
Maybe it is a Saluki spot then. 8.5 is so fun. Bradley scores like 58 points a game. So it's like, can you get to 50?
I'm not betting this one. I'll just take the Salukis.
Man, I guess Bradley scored 80 against Evansville. They're scoring a little bit better than most Bradley teams. I don't know. Yeah, I'll stay away. Give me the Salukis now. Presbyterian rivalry game. Taking on Charleston Southern. Why is Southern favorite here? Presbyterian's been the better team, I feel like, this year, right? I guess
Yeah,
by one game.
They beat them by 10. Now they're I think Charleston Southern's aside.
Yeah. Give me the Buccaneers against Braveheart. Buccaneers against Braveheart. Get it done. You betting that?
No, I'm gonna stay away from it.
This is the best game of the fucking day, dude, if I may say so. This is the game I want to watch most. Chattanooga heading into Birmingham, Alabama. Samford is laying 5.5. I want action on this game.
Yeah.
I'm laying the 5.5 with Samford. The logic is Samford plays like a bunch of fucking maniacs. They are the epitome of a gunning team. And when you look at the fact that the first matchup, they eked out that win on the road by 4. I think at home where they're 12-1, the pace, the crowd behind them, it's only more of a reason to take these Bulldogs. Mac, you with me?
I'm going to battle you and take Chattanooga. I thought Chattanooga collapsed in that game. I think they returned the favor here and win at Samford. I think we're going to get a hell of a game here.
Bieniek?
I'm kind of with Colby for a lot of the same reasons that he mentioned. And also Chattanooga, 288th defending the 3-point line or perimeter. And Buckyball chucks up their threes, man. So I do like Samford at home quite a bit here.
Boom. We got a battle. Dundee. Bieniek with the Bulldogs. Mac with the Mocs. Jeff, I believe that's ESPN Plus. For some reason, that's not nationally televised. Fail on America's part.
ESPN.
UTSA is in Wichita. Man, I was thinking about betting on UTSA here. Wichita's back from Florida. Conference game in Florida. Meanwhile, UTSA just takes a little 45-minute flight. Give me the Roadrunners plus the points. Fringe lock to me. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll bet UTSA.
Let's go.
I'll fade the undefeated road trip for Wichita.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Roadrunners plus 6.5. Beat me. Next up, Belmont in Valparaiso, Indiana, taking on the Crusaders of Valpo. Some say they've been a beacon of shit lately. The fact that they've lost 9 straight, I would say they have been a beacon of shit. I will take Belmont minus the 3.5. It's a little stinky, but I'll lay it.
God, it's stinky. I'll take Belmont.
No bet. Xavier is at the Dunk taking on Kim English in Providence. Man, I'm going to take Providence. No bet. I want to watch this game, though.
I'm running it back with Xavier. They dropped the one on Sunday. I think they're the better team. I'll lock up Xavier. I think they're favored for a reason.
One of them, Mac, locking up the Musketeers.
Is this Colby? Is this total correct? 138.5.
No, I'm sorry. It's 147.5. I fucked it up.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
All right. Yeah, I was about to say that one looks really off, but
that's what he's known for. The best in the business when it comes to totals. It's Noah Bieniek. He's a total type of guy. He's a total type of guy. Isn't total like a cereal? Isn't that like they still make that shit? It's like it was like the broke raisin brand.
it's like a gym company too, like Total Gym.
Oh, I just want to see if they still make Total cereal. Damn, actually looks way more. Total got money somehow. These boxes look way more prestigious than I remember it to be. Oh yeah, this is. See, let me show the world what I'm talking about here. See, if I may pull up. I need. You know what I need? I need that John Madden pen, where you can like write it right on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You see these boxes up top seem very expensive to me. I'm used to that one in the middle, that blue one, the dark blue one with the red Total. That I always thought it was maybe I don't even know that it was cheaper the Raisin brand, but in my mind it was like the ghetto version of or the shitty version of whatever you want to say of Raisin Bran, right? I always thought it was like almost like the Walmart, like Dr. Pepper, and there's like Dr. Zing or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I always thought it was that. Turns out Total was normal the whole time. The joke's on me. You ever had Total?
No, I've never had Total.
They still make it. I'm impressed. Those boxes look good. Here I thought I was doing like the goddamn Mellow Yellow. Bieniek, you ever had Total?
No, sir. Nope.
Shitty cornflakes. That's what I mean. Turns out Total's the whole time. Total was more prestigious. And I'm talking to myself. No one else has had fucking Total.
Never had Total. Chat doesn't look very engaged in this one. I'm reading the comments. I'm like,
all right. Yeah. Sometimes you swing and you miss. All right. All right. Well, Providence.
Flat out. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Total, man. Total used to be a thing. Not necessarily. I thought it was like, I don't know. God damn it. Let's go on. Evansville.
Take the L.
That's a strong L. Evansville's in Springfield, Missouri, not Massachusetts, taking on Missouri State. And these Red Bears, according to Bieniek. What are you doing here? I'm going to lay the 3.5 with Missouri State.
I have no idea. It's not a Big 12 game, so I can't talk myself into one side. I really have no idea. I guess Evansville.
Yeah, don't bet this game.
No.
Rob, that's when you reach your pinnacle, when you bomb in front of the chat. You know what I mean? At least it was better. Before I would bomb in front of myself 5 years ago when I was doing the show, it was just me.
Talking to the wall, right?
Yeah.
Now you've got 300.
Now I know I know. I just canceled off the Total. Don't ever talk about Total on stage. Washington is this game's stupid. Let's be honest. Washington is in Columbus, Ohio, taking on Ohio State. Ohio State's laying 10.5. On general principle, just lay the 10.5. I will not watch this game. I refuse. The dude does not abide. What are you doing here?
I'll bet it though. I'll bet Washington. Ohio State's got Michigan on deck, and I always fade Diebler as a big favorite.
Really?
As you should.
That was not convincing. Moneyline Mag locking up Washington. Kyle Leonard saying, "Go Dogs."
Michigan on Sunday.
What's your go-to cereal, dude?
My go-to cereal?
Like no price. You got all the money in the world. You walk in the grocery store.
I'm
all
a big
the cereals.
Cheerios guy.
Yeah, Cheerios. Like Honey Nut or just old school Cheerios?
Honey Nut, old school Cheerios.
Yeah. Bieniek, what's your go-to? Like you got the whole cereal aisle to yourself. Like it's like fucking Career Opportunities movie, and you can just do whatever you want with which one are you choosing?
Well, since I've grown up, I guess, in spirit, I don't know if I've truly grown up. I haven't had cereal in years.
What?
But, yeah, I just moved on to bagels, English muffin, a lot of bread for breakfast. It's bad, but
doctors tell me it's bad. Ever since I abandoned cereal, left it on that island.
Growing up, there were two selections. One, if when I wanted it and it was on sale, parents would get Cocoa Crisp.
No, but you don't worry about sale. I'm talking about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They would get Cocoa Crisp. So that was the big one with the crazy bird on the commercials or whatever.
Yeah. I fuck with Cocoa Crisp. That was a good one. But you know what I do? I do Life cereal with the cinnamon. Oh my God. That is
good.
That shit's fire.
You're good too.
The other two that I fuck with is Captain Crunch and Cinnamon Toast swirls or whatever those were.
Yeah. Life. Growing up, I feel like my mom was too cheap to ever get Life, but I would go to some of my friends' house, and anytime you crash at their house, they would have life. And I was like, gosh, this shit is great. I would tell my mom to buy it. She would never buy it.
She's like,
you'd be stuck. We would have fucking corn pops, which actually are weird. Like part of me likes it, but part of me is like, I don't even know if they still make that too.
Bobby Oregon's right too. Golden Grams were great too.
Golden Grams were fire. That's another one though that I feel like it was kind of expensive at the time. You get my mom would go get the shitty version of that. There was a shitty version of that. That's what I thought Total was for cornflakes, but there was one for that, but I don't remember the name of it. Anyway, glad we talked about Washington and Ohio State.
If I was to be a cereal guy now, Golden Grams would actually be, I think, the go-to move.
Golden Grams is good. And same with the cinnamon toast crunch. Yeah, I know. Bieniek. I thought you were gonna say Lucky Charms. Got the prize in the box. You know, come on.
Charms.
You can see that one happening.
No, how about the Rice Krispies? They're great.
That's Tony the Tiger. It's Frosted Flakes. You fucking hijacking Tony the Tiger. Anyway, let us know what your favorite cereal is.
That's hilarious. Fucking Bieniek.
I can't believe I fucked that up because they're based out of Battle Creek, Michigan.
I know. Too. I was like, what the fuck's he talking about? Isn't that Frosted Flakes?
I fucked that up so bad.
You see what you come here for?
What's Dusty May's favorite cereal?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Bieniek knows that, and he avoids it now at the
probably
grocery store. Like he avoids it like the plague.
Something.
Yeah,
he's
still bitter at him.
That Painter quick, didn't he? He finally beat Purdue, and he's like, "I hate you, Painter. I'm a Dusty May guy now."
Bieniek's been fasting from cereal for a couple of years now. It's pretty. That I didn't see coming. I thought he was still in the cereal. I would have put minus 10,000 on him fucking loving cereal. Hasn't had a bowl of cereal in years.
So the reason why I don't have cereal, by the way, my college roommate was obsessed with cereal. Multiple cereal bowls a day. I have a video of when his dad came to school and dropped him off. I think it was like 30 boxes of cereal. I'm like, dude, how the fuck are you going to eat all of that? It was like the first week of school. Oh, it was gone by the end of the year. They were gone.
What's your sleep schedule?
Sleep schedule is not healthy. So breakfast is not normally
exactly. That's why he hasn't had cereal.
Dude, I'm the type of guy. I'll have a fucking bowl of cereal at like 10 o'clock at night.
Dude, like that's how my roommate was.
I'm like that fucking dude. I'm like that dude in Pulp Fiction where the car goes through the fucking house and he's just sitting there smoking a cigarette, fucking eating a bowl of cereal at like 2 a.m.
Dude, I gotta find this video now of my buddy like just unloading boxes of cereal. Hilarious.
Yeah. Unbelievable. So that's why Mac's on Washington and I'm on Ohio State. Next, Troy is
people tune in, they're like, this Bieniek guy's not a real character, is he?
Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to see the 1 stars for these fucking idiots keep talking about cereal. We want winners. We want fucking winners. Troy's gonna fuck up Louisiana tomorrow. I don't care any way you dice it. All right, that Cajun Dome. Lay the 9.5. What are you doing here?
They're off a win too.
We should bet this.
Troy's actually lost back-to-back games. Yeah,
we should bet this. They're gonna win by 30. They're gonna win by 30. Get this Raging Cajun bullshit out of here. All right, they just had the Super Bowl too. They've all fucked up. They took the trip down to New Orleans, the Big Easy. Let's go. More cereal, less LaSalle. Why you gotta throw LaSalle under the bus?
What's Dumpy's favorite cereal?
Dumpy, if I had to bet, he's like a who's the robbers? Is that Cookie Crisp? Where you have like the guy that looked like fucking Zorro, right? I could see him. I could see him actually being a basic guy too, like just probably like Total or Frosted Flakes or what's it called? Not cream of wheat, but cornflakes. I could see him. Yeah. Veta is right. Total. He's probably the Total type of guy. The more I think about it, Cookie Crisp is more of a that's probably like Dan Hurley. Dan Hurley's eating fucking Cookie Crisp. Question is, who's having the Fruit Loops? Where do you like Fruit Loops? I honestly think those things were fire back in the day, man. I haven't had them
they're
in fucking 20 years.
So great.
What's that? What did he say?
This conversation's so great. We just keep opening doors to go deeper into cereal.
John Shire, Fruit Loops. John Shire. I'm trying to think who else.
What's Dan Hurley's cereal?
I told you it's Cookie Crisp. No, he's Cookie Crisp, dude. Because it's got the little bandit. He thinks he's fucking. I could see him just pretending like he's fucking Zorro. You know, just jumping around. He's got all that fucking energy because that sugar and that goddamn Cookie Crisp, right? What about Smacks? Remember Smacks?
Video.
Smacks? I heard of Smacks, yeah.
Yeah, they had that fucking frog.
It was 21 boxes of cereal this guy fucking delivered to his room.
Bargain. Fruity Pebbles, man. Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops? Which better? That's a good question right there.
Fruity Pebbles or what?
Fruit Loops. Both are kind of the same, but they change it. They dice it up.
Fruity Pebbles I like because they were so you could just fucking shove a shitload of those. I mean, it was you could fucking funnel that thing in there. I mean, you could pound some fruit.
That's true. You go through half the box on one fucking bowl.
I know.
Oh man, yeah.
The volume was high on the Pebbles.
Yeah. I mean, hit us with. Let us know which coach you think is having what cereal. Frank Martin. What do you think, Frank's? You were with Hugs and Frank. Mac, Frank Martin, I don't want to put him on blast, but if you had to project, I'm sure you weren't paying attention to what the fuck cereal he was
died eating. Of a heart, or Hugs almost died of a heart attack. Frank almost died kind of a heart attack. So they're probably in the Cheerios category.
Honey Nut Cheerio. Yeah.
Don't watch the heart.
I will say, like, you can tell the difference of that shit, right? Like, you have regular Cheerios, and you're like, I can remember like going to my grandmother's house, and she would have like regular Cheerios, and then like you go to your friends, you have Honey Nut, you're like, God damn!
Thank God,
like,
do you guys
regular kind? It's like, God, can I get some sugar with this shit?
Do you guys want to see what my college fridge with all this fucking knuckleheads cereal looked like, or no? You don't.
You took a photo. You have a photo of the.
I have a
fridge?
video. I have the video of all of his boxes of cereal on the fridge, and then there's more shit. There's more boxes on his bed. So I walked into the bed.
Like, what is this? Why are you filling his cereal?
This is such a strange thing.
Well, that's why I just stopped
show
eating
it. You told us now. You got to fucking show it.
All right, I'm gonna post it on Twitter. That way I can display it, and then
please. No, make sure there's no dicks. Make sure there's no dicks in the video.
I mean, shit, we're 23, man. 24.
No, I mean, you didn't.
Wait, what does that mean? There's dicks in the video? What are you talking about?
No, he asked if he was still alive.
You didn't kill him in his sleep because of all his cereal he fucking ordered?
No, he was actually one of the ones that was very pissed about my snoring.
Oh God.
So, yeah.
That fucking.
I mean, he lived through what you did for a week in Vegas.
Oh.
For an entire year.
Fucking.
Give me 2 minutes and I'll fire this thing.
Wait, yeah, he puts the cereal in the fridge. That's a good point. Does he keep like a bowl ready to go?
No, not in.
That would be savage.
There was no space on top of the fridge because of all of this guy's cereal boxes, and then he stored the rest under his bed.
So would you get pissed at him and snore on purpose, and then he would get pissed?
No, we just made fun of him every time he grabbed the bowl of cereal, and it was fucking midnight.
So because of this guy, you haven't had a bowl of cereal in 5 years.
Yeah, because I thought he was a nut job. It just had way too much.
We need a camera to follow you around, dude. I've never been around someone that they had so much product that I'm no longer going to be. I'm no longer going to subscribe to that product.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Feel free to show that.
It's like Mac. When he hears somebody's on a bet, he immediately wants to take the other side.
Let's go. Yeah. So
malto meal.
Would your roommate, when he would have like a chick over, would he fucking do a taste sample size? Like, hey, you want some of the The Frosted
Yeah,
Flakes.
Who knows what they thought when they saw all this cereal? So I don't know.
Do you have any whiskey with this shit or what?
Oh yeah, we indulged. Yeah,
I'm so concerned because I feel like Bieniek's like at night he would have cereal. I have fucking cereal at night all the time.
I think you're weird.
Really?
I'll tell that straight to your face. Yeah, that's breakfast. What are you doing?
I'd love to know
if I was up making pancakes at 10 p.m. Would you rip on me?
I feel like cereal is an easier, like pancakes is a fucking, that's like a little bit of a mission.
All right.
Cereal, you just pour milk and you pour shit and then boom, you have your meal.
All right. So the people are going to see at least a glimpse of what the old dorm room looked like here. Let's try this out. Here we go.
He's got cinnamon toast crunch. He's got
all these fucking cereal boxes
life.
on top of the fridge.
He's got a lot of life. He's winning me over here.
There's like 16. There's like 16 in this fucking
damn,
box.
this is a nice college dorm, dude.
Yeah, we had a pretty good dude. He had no shame in his game. No shame in his game.
Big ass dorm. Damn,
it was no shame in the game there. But yeah, it was a suite. So there's 3 different rooms, 2 roommates per room, and it all connected into a living room. So,
well, hell, I mean, I don't find it that crazy to have that much cereal when you're in college.
So much cereal, and I don't even think that's all of it.
I love how you just put the camera right in his fucking face.
There's no shame in his game, though. He absolutely loved the attention. Look at his face.
But I mean, think about it. It's like, would you rather have what's healthier, eating a bowl of cereal or like a bowl of ramen noodle soup? Probably cereal, right? I would think for most cereals would be healthier, right? How many times you have ramen noodle soup?
357. I had high school buddies call me the vlogger because all I did was just video shit. I've got so many memories like videoed on my phone. Yeah, that's why I was like,
how many years ago was that?
3 years ago.
That's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah,
you're a special Spurs. You're
I mean, Colby and Mac and Kramer and Sean. I'm videoing the entire time in Vegas, and we haven't done anything with it. So, like we haven't posted.
Because you got to be organized and stuff, you know.
Yeah, I just get everything on video, man. So
I was gonna black out for a minute there. I was laughing.
Yeah, that was funny. I look, he's got that much cereal. I don't find it that fucking over the top. That much life.
Oh my god, that was so much cereal for one dude in a short amount of time.
Okay,
cool. It's crazy.
Okay, look, for the record, cereal at night is a thing. That's a fucking thing.
Oh, it's weird.
No,
breakfast
you're in the minority. It's not breakfast. It's just cereal.
Well, especially in college. In college, it's a thing for sure.
Yeah. It's a thing. And that's why you should lock up Troy minus 9.5.
Hell of a cap there.
Southern Miss is in Jonesboro, taking out Arkansas State. Arkansas State laying 13.5. Lay it. What are you doing here?
Lay it. Yeah, I was like, can I talk myself into Southern Miss? No, lay it.
Shout out to Josh giving us $5. He wants your picks again. Cereal is cool, but Pop-Tarts of choice. You call me crazy.
Right, like Pop-Tarts were fucking
is Josh
good.
How old are you, Josh? Because for me, there was only like 2 flavors back in the day.
Cinnamon's still the OG, man.
Yeah.
Cinnamon,
I like strawberry. Strawberry was fire.
Strawberry, I think, is the OG.
Yeah.
But yeah, cinnamon's great, and I like the chocolate fudge one too.
I don't even think I had chocolate fudge option, or at least it just didn't happen in my house. One of the two.
Did you ever have the s'mores?
I think I did.
Yeah.
I think I did.
S'mores is good.
That was good. Yeah.
Pop-Tart's better than cereal, in my opinion.
No, disagree. Disagree. What are you doing here, Mac?
I'm laying it. I'm tempted to bet Ark State. I kind of just feel like this got 20 piece written all over. They're off back-to-back losses.
Yeah. I'm kind of there with you. Let's just do it. Double lock, Southern Miss. I'm sorry, Arkansas State against Southern Miss.
No.
The rage child. I might have eaten a lot, but I ate good. I was the room's chef. We ate good. Don't get me wrong.
Is it sad that I almost said national TV game right here? Like this isn't an
ACC network? It probably is nationally
No,
TV.
it's ESPNU. I go, oh wow, this is on ESPNU. I go, wait a minute, this is an ACC game. These teams are so bad. That was what I thought of.
Notre Dame's in Chestnut Hill. I'll take BC in the points. No bet. If you bet this game, something is wrong with you.
It's like the last game of the night. Yeah, give me BC at home. I mean, they already lost to them there. They are off a triple overtime thriller. Yeah, give me BC. No bet. No thanks.
Next up, LSU's catching 9. I got to bet 10.5. It's 10.5 now, Mac. I'm betting LSU.
Right.
I'm betting LSU plus 10.5.
What is it?
10.5 is too many fucking points. Go Tigers. You
Yeah,
in?
they already beat them once this year. I mean, I think it's a revenge spot for Arkansas, but 10.5, no fucking thank you. Give me LSU all day.
Double lock.
Breakfast Hot Pockets, I've burned my mouth on so many fucking times.
I have a great story regarding Hot Pockets. I can't tell it because it's going to take an hour. But I have been to the house of the creator of the Hot
Orleans.
Pocket. I have been in the house of the person who created the Hot Pocket. He's a millionaire, a multimillionaire who lives in Southern California. I'll tell you more another. I bring that story up another day. We're already 3 hours in. I mean, this is yeah. Cal is at Duke catching 24 fucking points. We gotta take Cal, right? I mean, 24 points.
Yeah, what's Duke's motivation to drill him off a loss? But I mean, by 24, nah, they went by 20.
Yeah, double lock on the Golden Bears of Cal.
Don't bet this tonight. Just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, this will go up to 26.
Yeah.
Drake is in Normal. This is actually one of the best games of the day.
Yep.
Very excited to watch this game. Drake's in first place. Illinois State hovering around 4th and 5th. They're 10-3 at home, but Drake is 6-1 on the road. Shout out to Ryan Moses. Send me a DM at the Colby D. Appreciate you, Ryan. I'm gonna take Illinois State to win this game at home. No bet.
I'm locking up the Red Birds.
Should we bet this? Why? How? I feel decent about
next
it.
for Jake.
Yeah, the look ahead spot in Illinois State. I mean, they lost the first game at Drake by 4 points. They've won what, 5 out of 6 now. Could have beat Northern Iowa the other night. I like this Redbird team. Fun game here.
Let's go. Double lock on the Redbirds.
I actually kind of like the over here too. Cocktail Napkins got it at 128. I mean, 124.5 is low. I know Drake will put it in the mud, and Illinois State plays pretty slow too. But the first matchup here was at 128 exactly. So I feel like this is just too low. So I like the over.
There we go. Bieniek, total serial man. Oklahoma is at Mizzou. Mizzou's laying 8.5. I'm gonna lay the 8.5 with Mizzou. Old Big 8 rivalry here.
I know.
It's tempting that I'm gonna lay it. I think the line's telling you.
I think the line's telling too. I want to bet Mizzou. I think they're going to bounce back nicely, drill Oklahoma, who is not very good. Missouri at home.
Money line Mac locking up Mizzou minus the points.
I'm with Mac here. The Oklahoma has been getting drilled recently. The last 2 by double digits, and Mizzou in a pretty good spot here after losing 2 in a row themselves and showing life early on. So Yeah, I'm gonna lock it.
Yeah, I'll join you. I mean, they're 1-4 on the road. Mizzou's 15-1 at home.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Triple lock on Mizzou.
Missouri much better on the glass too. Oklahoma ranks 15th and 14th respectively, offensively and defensively, rebounding, and Mizzou much better. So there's your edge in the matchup.
Here we go. Arizona State's in Lubbock getting 15.5. Good God. Give me the points.
Yeah.
No
I'm
bet.
gonna bet Arizona State. I mean, second leg of the road trip here. They've stayed out in Lubbock. They're getting 15.5 points. And you're getting Texas Tech off like 3 big time games. The Arizona game, the Baylor game, the Houston game. I'm just gonna take that they win by 12 here. 10-12. Give me Arizona State locking up.
Come on, Mac, locking up these Sun Devils.
This is a good point by Gus's Johnson too. Jayton Quaintance, one of their better players, got hurt last game. Only played 9 minutes in that one. So 1 game bump kind of already happened, and they got drilled by Oklahoma State by 13. But I guess if you want to call it the 1 game bump here with like a fresh 40,
Yeah, game plan.
You got it.
Game plan with time.
It's a big number. That might go up. Wyoming is at the pit where everyone gets laid. New Mexico's laying 17.5. Lay it.
Yeah, man. These Mountain West big numbers have not. They've been traps all week. Every 15 to 17 point line has just been a drill. Yeah, give me New Mexico to fucking just unload on them.
Like, I understand Wyoming.
Last year, Mountain West was top 3 conference in home blowout rate. So,
and I know, like, you could cite that they lost by 3 at Utah State, but that game was on December 4th.
Yeah,
Utah State was figuring it out. You look at like the games in January; they lost by 41 at Boise. I mean, these blowouts happen. They lost by 8 at home to New Mexico.
are you
Laramie.
nervous at all about Utah State next for the
it is a
That is tricky. I'm not going to bet this. I'm just going to lay it. It's a
standalone game.
Oh shit. Man. I mean, I don't have that strong. I think New Mexico is the right side, but I don't have a ton of conviction on that.
The cocktail napkin has the total at 139. If you want to jump on something and sweat out the final tip on the under here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay with New Mexico. I think they're gonna kill them.
I'll join the under party.
They're gonna join UNLV and fucking Nevada at home.
It's a big matchup of styles. If New Mexico sleepwalks at all, they might get dragged into Wyoming's type of game. They're bottom 40 in tempo in the country. So who knows? But
what if they can't score?
If they can't score, it helps the under.
Yeah. No, I mean Wyoming. Then it
helps the under.
Yeah, they're gonna
I'll take the under party.
All right, let's go.
Lock. Mac is locking up New Mexico minus 17.5. Me and Bieniek under 143.5. All right, folks. That's it took us a while.
It was a fun show.
Bieniek's college dorm looked better than my fucking house.
It was a private school, Colby. Don't forget. I'm still paying off those fucking loans.
I tell you, who knew he was a private school pussy at the end of the day, huh?
I was on scholarship though, so that was a big reason why I went.
There you go. Top plays of the night for me. I am going to go, like, there's a couple that just caught my eye early on. I do like the pussy pack as one of them. No particular order. I also do like what was it? It was the Samford game against Chattanooga. I also like. How many are we doing? 4? 4?
Yeah, we can do 4.
Give me Winthrop against Radford. That's 3. And give me Upstate plus 9.5 against Asheville at home as 4.
Jeff Sharp wants a serial sponsor for the show.
Yeah, I'm all on board. Let's go, Jeff. Who's got some connects? We need some connects. How does no one know anybody
Colby's
that works at a goddamn
Wheaties box?
I mean, how does nobody have connects to a fucking whiskey or a vodka or a goddamn tequila or cereal or
connects to whiskey?
Who?
J Mark.
Yeah, I know, but he's like, unless it happens organically. So some of our listeners definitely have like a fucking, they invested some into some gin that I will drink live on air. Hit us up at TCE on SGPN on Twitter.
Josh, we'd love to rep Budweiser.
Yeah. All right, this Bud's for you. I don't have the AK-47 to shoot it up, but I can.
We used to have.
I can shotgun them.
I got some Budweiser stuff from Josh. Shout out to Josh, baby.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Robert Martin. There we go. Shout out to the great Robert Martin. Someone's got connects with Buffalo Trace. Come on, you guys been holding out.
There we go.
You guys have been holding out. I understand we ramble a bit and talk about Fruity Pebbles for 20 minutes, but god damn it. Did we give away our plays?
You did. Mac and I.
You did give away your plays.
No, I know I gave away mine. I wasn't sure if you guys had.
The pictures are already out there, Colby. Nobody's interested anymore.
Yeah, I'll lay with Rutgers against Iowa at the rack. I think South Carolina's live to get their first win against the Ole Miss Rebels. I like UMass over Davidson, and we'll go 4th one. Give me Illinois State against Drake. I like that spot.
There we go. Bieniek fly.
The people want the totals. They're 17-5 on the year. Yesterday was just a 2-2 day, but I'm giving out 3 today. Under 138.5 in St. John's Villanova, over 124.5 in Drake, Illinois State, and under 143.5 in Wyoming, New Mexico. And my favorite side of the day is that Missouri minus 8.5. The only other bet I have that I didn't list was Sanford, so I'm just going to say it. Sanford minus 5.5.
There we go. Folks, Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Let him know how much night cereal is a thing. This guy hasn't had a bowl of cereal in 5 years. Fascinating. Unbelievable. I'm sorry. That's the craziest play of the night.
Let me know if night cereal is weird, because I'm curious who's going to get more mentions.
There's plenty of movies. All right. It's a normal fucking thing. Cereal at night. You do it.
The movies are what you see in movies are normal.
Well, they try to copy real life. That's what they say. That's what they're trying to do. There's actors. That's what they're trying to do is portray real life,
CGI,
real stories.
Movies.
I don't think they CGI cereal, but I could be wrong. You never know. And the Transformers fucking movies do so much goddamn CGI. Maybe they're doing cereal these days. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Let us know. I don't give a shit what connects. Look, we can be bought and paid for all day.
100%.
You
see these bodies? They are billboards.
I will sell my soul in a heartbeat. You got a cousin that makes ping pong balls? We're playing fucking ping pong on the show. Let's go. All right. YouTube.com/the college experience.
You don't want me on the other side of a ping pong table. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whatever you got. All right. You got friends that build tree houses? It doesn't matter. I'll do a show from a fucking tree house. Let's go. Till next time. This is the college basketball experience. Check out the college baseball experience. Check out the college football experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot. And the whole team's looking and the whole world's looking with the cameras. Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot. grass green and pull their hair right out of their head. Run and shoot. We can really run and shoot.
Blue 42.